Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Get that out of there. I caught it this time. I got you, mute button. Hoo-ha! Listen, that's not right. It's a little light. That was a little tender, huh? Very, very, little lotto here. Let's try that one more again. Listen. Oh, it feels so much better. Happy Sunday, everybody. It's your boy, Matty Rants. Ba-boom. Welcome to the channel. How you doing? It's time for service. It's the panel as we discuss basically RuPaul's Drag Race season 15, the episode this weekend's episode, which was the Crystal Ball episode 200. I'm here with some of my good friends, and we get to have a conversation about this today with many different opinions, some that can be shared by you, maybe some that are new. Either way, we come with respect, but also with a bit of shade. But it's not meant to be malicious, malign. No ill intentions will follow. So here you go. You want to have a good time today? We're into it. So I thank you so much for being here. Now, reminders, I actually reviewed this episode on my channel just yesterday. It was quite a long live review, if I say so myself. And you can catch all of that also available for your consumption on my channel. Now, I do cover other shows as well as other things. And you know this, of course, if you're part of this Rant Pack community. Hi, people. If you're new here, hey, what's up? But we're here to have fun today, so I hope you are ready for a good time. We're going to do my social medias first, and then we're going to get to my panel. Also, if you want to drop a tippy poo in anyone's jars today for just hosting, having a good time with you, just like you see on my banner down there, it's paypal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. All the other panel members have their Cash Apps in their names. You'll see the $, this, that, and the other. That's if you want to. We'd appreciate it, and it's certainly, we're thankful for it. And whenever we do get tips, we're appreciative of all the support. But also that thumbs up button is super free because that helps with this channel, the algorithm, getting the panel, getting this channel in the flow of the YouTube streets. And I always appreciate the thumbs up or the thumbs down button for you haters. Cute for you. Comment section is always free too. But listen, it's at MattyRants everywhere except for Twitter, which is at the MattyRants. You can find that description down below. Grab a branch, eat some fruit. It's a little Mativia. How? Chew. Not the poot. But you can also get merch that is available at dragqueenmerch.com. Shout out to Bible Girl and Company. Mativia shirts, Rant Pack shirts. The panel and Sundays are best. Tank tops, t-shirts, stickers, oh my. All available at dragqueenmerch.com/MattyRants. Find in the description down below. I also do reactions on Patreon. I have the current episode of Drag Race as well as Untucked available for your consumption for as low as $1, as well as a lot of other shows and movies and Drag Race, all of the most of the franchises available for your consumption on my Patreon. I'm also bookable on Cameo. Thanks for being here. Again, if you want to drop a tip in my jar, appreciate it. We love you down, and we thank you so much for tuning in today. And all that jazz. I'm excited to get into this because I want to hear my friends' opinions. I also had a little bit of a brunch moment today, so I'm about 3 mimosas in right now, and I also have myself a little libation station. You know what my normal flow be is. So I'm going to have a good time today, and I hope you are too, and I hope that the other girls on the other threads out there in the hateful ass internet will as well. All right, let's go ahead and bring up the first co-host today. Listen. Well, you need to listen because sometimes if you look really hard at Jamar, he's staring at you and speaking in a completely different language. I feel my friend would be telepathic if he was an X-Men character. Yeah, bitch, get real close to the camera. Try me again. Listen, a successful author, I'm lying, actor. Yep, EP, successful Mariah, successful Carrie. It's Jamar 80. And you're on mute. Boom.
You know what? And that's fine because then that's fine.
No, I can't. Welcome, Jamar. We're glad to have you here, friend. I hope you're feeling blessed and not stressed.
Nope, not today, for I too have had my libations.
Understand that you're on the good train. Lollipop with the sweet. Come on, peach candies. Yeah.
No, I have to.
With bonbons. Jamar, what are your social medias?
So you can find me on social media at Jamar84. It's spelled JAMAR84, with the exception of TikTok. I need to get back on that, which is Jamar840. Amen.
Hallelujah. Thank you for being here. Looking like you're about to possibly go into somebody's store and give them a good scare. We appreciate you. Let's go ahead and get into the next co-host on this panel. Hey, he was live a little earlier today, but also if you want some housewives tea, it's this one. Partnered up with my good sister Alexander Diane Rogers. Hey, kissy kiss friend. Listen, let's go ahead and bring him on in. It's C Diggy One.
Hey.
Hi.
How y'all?
Hello.
I have the sunset going right now in front of my window, so pardon that.
Come on.
Pardon time. Thank you so much, Chris, for being here. You know, we appreciate you for having the time. I understand that you're now going to have more work related as the Ultimate Girls Trip final trailer just dropped, number 3.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. I'm actually going to throw myself into that ring, and it'll be my first time actually doing a full Housewife series from beginning to end.
It's fun. Maybe we can do a crossover.
Oh, we have to. We have to, because that's the only way this works, right? No, but seriously, we can do a crossover episode, and I'm excited to see what is going to happen, especially with how that trailer went down. Chris, social medias, please.
Yeah, I'm feeling stressed and kind of blessed, but yeah. So
the first is around the corner. I understand. Cash App, $MattyRants, PayPal @me/MattyRants, Venmo Matty-Rants, $Nova 84, $CDiggy1. What were you about to say?
Yeah. So my socials, CDiggy1 on Instagram and Twitter. I have my own YouTube, of course. Get me to 14,000 followers. Subscribers. Patreon.com/CDiggy1. And that's it.
Thank you so very much, Chris. I can see the next part of that thread coming up now. Now let's go ahead and bring on this one. Underscore noted. I did it right. Ha! Okay. Yeah, that was a bop. Y'all welcome for that. I did that.
Yes. I was on the show. I was very sad. They did not let me play. They chose the person next to me and he lost. But I got a t-shirt.
Oh, you got a t-shirt.
I got the little name tag. It's around here somewhere. It's a good time.
Well, come on down, Dooley, and let's see if you get the price right today. Here, we appreciate you for tuning in. You're making it easy for me to be punny. Dooley, if you could. Social media.
Okay, so y'all have been pressuring me to watch this Housewives show. And I picked an episode. I was just like, and you. And I got a new, I cackled last night. And I might have to watch the next episode. It was when you were my age, you used to have edges, and I chortled, and I was like, "Wow." So
maybe. Listen, there are other seasons I would stress further that you need to watch, especially if you want to talk about Atlanta season 4 in particular. Yeah,
I hate fighting, but I love a good read. I just thought that was very close.
Oh, they're good reads. Now, if you want fighting, you can go to Zeus Network and watch, Natalie Nunn fight, grandmother Tommy Lee. Yes, you can certainly do that. Dooley, social medias, please.
Everything you want to know, linktree.com/Dooley__noted.
Thank you so very much, Dooley, for being here. Now, last contestant, most hated contestant. Just kidding. He accepts the title because everyone needs to be a villain sometimes. But I love the opinions of this individual who really don't give a hoot because everything is paid, released. That's a beast. Award winner. There you go, Blakeisha, San Diego. Award winner.
Greetings and salute salutations, friend.
Title queen.
Avian Performer of the Year.
Blakeisha.
Beach. Slap on, especially when they look.
And don't say the first part.
Listen. Listen. If they only knew, Blake, what you do for a lot of people, I thank you, my friend. Exactly.
Period. Love it. And if you get in the Housewives, go 3, 4, and 5 are great.
That part.
Okay.
You really need to get there, especially with that that one reunion. I'm gonna give you this right here for the rest of the episode.
I just want to be able to laugh along with the rest of the group.
I love folks' FOMO. It is great.
So many quotable moments. Blake, as I put in the description, there is a question mark there, possibly a DLC character later on. I am Capcom stripping it. Do you care?
If the character is Storm, I don't care. But like, if you find me, it's Barf_1.
Well, it'll be a very long time before we get into the Street Fighter versus X-Men crossover situation. So
it'll be a very long time before we get an X-Men movie. So
we're gonna be 40. We are all gonna be 40.
Listen. And I'll be right there. Ooh,
you said you'll be what?
Some of us 45 probably.
Oh, no.
I think it's not gonna come until like what 2027 or something.
Where were I? Oh,
they can't even cast them till 2025.
Right. So yeah, I mean, that's my earliest.
I'll be like 43 by the time that happens. That's fine. Hopefully,
I'll be 40 all the time.
I'll have my house by then and be settled, and that'll be fine. And if the world is still crumbling, then we'll watch it from home, and I'll have a big ass TV somewhere. That's how we're gonna do it. But listen, see, now that we got all these people who are, very much, capable of having a conversation about a TV show that's edited for the consumption of the viewers that follow, we're going to go ahead and give it to you straight. Sometimes it's a little bit too much for the chaser. I think a few of you need to drink milk. But here's the calcium that you need for those bones since you're so damn brittle. Disclaimer, this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individuals, or wigs. All opinions expressed by MattyRants and program participants are also their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be a poot. And if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this, please consume some Activia and have yourself a good poot. Listen, you know the rest. We're just here to have fun today. It's just chill. Calm down. Okay. I appreciate y'all for being here. If you want to throw something in the jars that is relatable, reachable in a sense, as with super chats, it do come the next 30 days. If you want to drop us something, $signs next to all these gentlemen's names for the Cash Apps. All my stuff is down there below with the PayPal, the Cash App, the Venmo. We have a super chat here. Trent, this is so generous. Thank you so much. I'm turning 42 on March 2nd. Happy early birthday. So I wanted to give a small token of my appreciation in addition to 23 years with my husband. Oh, I need that in my life. I'm also thankful to you all on the panel. All the best for the future. Thank you so very much, Trent, for your support, and all my love to you and your husband, and also jealous of the 23 years. And also thank you once again, bitch. Don't tell me the black version of The Last of Us is whatever mixture of whatever happening here. I need love after that episode, y'all. I promise you. I wanted a man so bad right after that. We're going to end the world together. I'm telling you. Happiness 234. Thank you for the super chat. Love you so much. So much black excellence here. Qualified. We appreciate you. Okay. I know this was the ball episode, y'all, and we have 27 looks, so we don't have to really belabor through the episode unless you want to touch on something here. If we want to get to the looks so we can have a long conversation about what should have been and what we feel was everything, please let me know, because we will start the show that way.
Well, I mean, it was a good episode. That's all I want to say.
Okay. I'm happy that you felt it was a good episode. I am not disagreeing. I don't know why I said it that way. We did get a mini challenge too.
And a RuPaul performance.
That happened. Carson Kressley came in the workroom. Yeah, right. A limp-wristed man came in there and did what he had to do. I was kind of here for it. 3 people were solid at 9, but hey, Angela Bassett did the thing.
I cannot stop saying that randomly throughout
I saw it one time. I snickered and kept pushing. I don't know how it caught on. I'm very confused.
And Angela Bassett said it.
But no shade. I always thought that lady was corny. So then when that happened, I was like, isn't this the normal shtick? So
don't do that.
I'm not trying to do it. The haircut says it all. That's corny.
She did. I mean,
she over there looking like Kate Goslin, but filled in the lines.
Mr. Bose is lovely.
I love her though. I'm just saying. Once I saw I said, she pulled.
Did you see the rehearsals when she was practicing it?
Yes, and they were hyping her. They knew what was up. That felt like a Bad Girls Club setup to me. Yes, girl, you're gonna eat when you get out there. Miss Thing.
My woman king.
Speaking of which, that's available on Netflix now for those who want
For
to catch
real?
that. Yes, it is on Netflix
Ooh, I
now.
know what I'm doing tonight. I'm
I'm
excited.
telling you, it's a good movie. If y'all don't haven't seen it, it is an excellent one. Kind of robbed, if we really want to go there.
Probably. You
Like
know what I
Love
saw
Story?
last night?
Well, you know what I'm talking about. It's not nominated specifically
been.
for, I think, Best Picture at the Academy Awards, and it was like, what?
Last night I saw Academy Award winning movie Cocaine Bear.
Oh, I
and
want to
it was-
see that. I heard it was
Y'all,
good. I don't
it-
want to.
Now make sure you have your libation before you go because it makes it 50% better. But you know what you're getting into when you sit down. It's a cheesy 80s horror slash
Yeah,
tongue-in-cheek.
Elizabeth
It's
Banks is the
funny.
director of the movie, and if y'all know her, she's hit most movies.
It's also
Most.
based on a true story.
That part.
It
That
is. So,
part.
like it actually happened. A bear found some drugs and they had to figure out how to like tranquilize it. But the movie is just like this irreverent, chaotic version of it.
Can't
It's really
wait
funny.
to see it without
Go.
any more descriptions of it, so I can enjoy this movie. As I hate when people do that, but thank you, Julie. It's okay.
Go.
I'm cringing.
I did not spoil it.
I know, but
we
once
got no plot
once
points.
we got this, he gets these descriptive adjectives, y'all. I get like, oh my God, stop it! I know what those words mean, bitch. Okay, listen. So let's continue on today. Jax hopped up on a stool and left a message for these kids. You know, do you feel it was too soon for our favorite,
No.
you know, Toad of Mario Kart to go home this soon?
It was inevitable. It was inevitable. I mean, what would she have done the ball? What would she have done the ball?
Blake, I want to throw a brick at your face.
That was so unnecessary.
I could tell from the trailer, ass. Okay, listen, rude bitch. Anywho, if you're not in the private chat, you're not getting the full story. Blake's hateful. Back to what was up here that was written in crayon. I'm assuming based on half the wardrobe presented. What? I've had my libations, Julie. I'm on. Let's go. Girls, write another letter about this. Okay. But no, I like Jax. I just felt like I don't know what else we were gonna see. We saw Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network. It was a lot of Kids' Choice Awards. So I don't know. Damn. Okay. No.
Junior.
Not Nick Jr.
Critics would agree. But listen,
Little Bear.
Little Bear, bitch, don't you go. I love that show. It was
Face.
this random human walking around with these talking animals, girl. That was crazy. Can you imagine?
Peppa Pig. Hey, Nick Jr. used to be lit back in the 90s, but like, you know.
Listen, we
You
saw
read
the
this
coming
cast?
of Luxnor London
Go,
back
go,
in the
go.
Nick Jr. days too, bitch. We just didn't know she was coming this strong. I'm telling you. Go ahead, Lil Bill. All right. Moving past this moment of Anitra, you know, looking at her good work, you know, we wouldn't have got a good show if Spice had done that movie. But listen, like I said, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, PBS. It is right there. She had to lip sync a whole lot. And we already had this moment before with many queens such as Coco Montrese and others. And it was like, I still feel differently about some stuff, but it's like, okay, I get it. Like, where else were we going to go with this? But I could see her still continuing, possibly for, you know, she gets it. Everything's amazing now. I don't know. I like Jax, though. I feel bad. They got a bad at it.
You think?
Yeah, based off of the fact that there was probably a lot of storyline elements that could have gone into them and the relationships they were forming with people. It seemed like they were forming relationships with people that went home early. So it just kind of, and their edits were cut short because it was how this hour worked out. I don't know. Because she said she was cool with Rob, and I said, well, we didn't see her boo, so you know that we didn't get any of it. I don't know.
Find her in New York. I want to see her show and just seeing her.
That's gonna be
see her
hard.
in her element.
I don't know. I'm just Chris is, you know, above, you know, the sea level, and Jax is.
She performs at Icon and at the Spot.
Oh, the Spot. Okay, that's round the corner from me. All right.
There you go. Chris docs yourself. Just kidding. Listen, we're back into the workroom to have a light conversation that's about 60 seconds of who did that and what was going on here. I low-key forgot what happened, so I'm going to just press play.
Nothing happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
RuPaul just visited the optometrist and those eye drops are killing. So she needs to get back home safely. Here come these glasses. Kind of live for this though, because again, RuPaul dresses like how I want to be at that age. Not even shaming her. It's like, yeah, I need to be.
Someone else is wanting this.
Who?
Does anyone know? Like maybe a housewife wore this as a blouse or something. I don't know. It looks so familiar. Yeah, I can't think of it right now.
It looks like something Sutton would wear.
You know,
a little bit.
And Dorit would have this as a scarf for her head. No, I can't.
Maybe Erica Jane.
Oh, yeah, it was Erica Jane. Oh, she did have this as a top. Wasn't it with red pants or something? I forget. Anywho, it was Erica. Interesting. Look at RuPaul shopping at a criminal store. I'm kidding, allegedly. So listen, the mini challenge has them doing a photo shoot where they photobomb queens from previous challenges that were really memorable. RuPaul puts her Tyra Toxic Banks on. Yes. As we know, Tyra Banks in the camera, behind the camera, is a complete villain. But anywho, that joke landed in my head. I enjoyed this a lot. I wish this won. It's okay.
This was good.
Who won this? Anitra?
Mistress did a good job too. Everyone wants some white balls out of Morgan, apparently. Pop that tuck. Marcia has the most makeup on ever. Let's see here. And RuPaul had a chance to read. This didn't make any sense, but we do love character stories. And the winner is Anitra because her shit was funny.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
That took effort too.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It's good stuff, and I'm living and I'm breathing for it. Good job, Anitra. She got $2,500 here, almost to make up for you having to lip sync 3 times. Ooh. Listen, now we're going to get to the categories of the ball, because RuPaul said it's the 15th anniversary of RuPaul's Drag Race with the 15th season, but it's the 200th episode. So let's celebrate by making y'all so. Now, the first category is Start Your Engines. It's an update to the classic racing suit. She said, like we've never seen it before.
We got everything we saw before.
I didn't hear that. Okay.
I felt Sasha did it differently in terms of like, if we're going to do something different, like
a silhouette
different. Yeah. But at the same time, there were, Irene low-key ate it up. If she had still been here, that would have been something to see. The second category is my favorite ball. I think we knew this one. A take on a eleganza look from one of our past balls, not just some random category, one of the eleganzas, the ball, whatever, happened here with this show and all these ones. Those ones specifically, it needs to be made their own interpretation. And the last one, which is the eleganza category, is crystallized, a look from scratch that is dripping in crystals, that is provided with fabrics and all that jazz and all that good stuff that's there in the workroom. So I'm going to ask the panel if this was them or them in their minds going over the many seasons of Drag Race in the 15, seasons that we've had. What ball would you have wanted to bring with you? What would be the one that you would have embodied, that you would have gave?
Oof. That I would have had in my suitcase already.
That you could have packed for this, and you would know you would have eaten the girls up, because like there was a lot of repeats that happened on this runway with the ball one, the hair one specifically, and I think there was another one too. So which one do you think you're like, okay, bitch, I'm gonna bring it to this stage, and RuPaul's gonna lose their shit on? So
I feel like this is an opportunity to aim high, and I would have wanted the sugar ball. Because I was remember Roxy Andrews did that, and it's like nobody has come so if I had a chance to choose, I would have tried to shoot high and see what I could have come up with, because that was fun.
I would have done the book ball.
You know what I just thought of when you said that? Like, imagine if Nina Bonina had did the book ball.
Oh, okay, with some paper, some construction paper.
Maybe she She would have ate the girls.
As many books as they gave them, she would have come up with
We
something.
would have called her Page Master, Macaulay Culkin, motherfucker, right there. I'm telling you, rated PG. I would have done the book ball. That to me, because I remember what Chi Chi did. Everything. I thought what Bob did was a key too. I don't care what they said about that. I thought that was
She used books.
Right. Michelle was mad they were covers. I really didn't understand that. I'm like, that's a part of the book. You didn't say specifically need to be paper. Then it would have been the paper ball, not the book ball. Anywho, things we can't, go back and change. They sprint, they run, they get all the materials they need to create this one look. I think a lot of people were, cut my point. This lady.
I love how we've gone from like really loving Lucy to this lady.
And I like her still. I just do not like her when she gets in this.
Entitled?
Okay. This, I should be doing better. And it's the way she's wording it. And it's almost like even when people come back and they do good, she can't be like happy for them genuinely. And it feels that way. I don't think that's way. Nothing against Lucy personally. It feels that way. Like the lip sync bit, like when Mistress came back and you were like, wow. And it was like, you did that same thing to Malaysia too. Look at y'all arguing today. I'm just saying, like, she has this weird way of being upset about things and it's not relatable. Like you not winning is not relatable for me. I'm sorry. I don't see some of the stuff that you see with this I give top energy. It's giving very versatile safe. So that's just where I feel. I'm sorry. No shade to Lucy, but I can roll my eyes with her.
She had been tweeting like, "Oh, this is not the narrative. I had so much more fun, but I guess it's not good TV to show me having fun." Just like, girl, all right.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say it gives like she really wants to win and she's trying really hard, and they're
giving her the Jan edit.
The Jan,
and I'm like, but this is now where I would go to Lucy, and this is in her favor. It would be very okay. So what happened? Like when you were asked these questions. That this would then be tuned in to be like that. Like that's where my next thing would go to. Like, what was the question you were asked to then give those answers? Because the way they placed it in the show really, it tells a story kind of. So I'm not trying to blame her for all that kind of shit. But it's just like, okay, girl, you're getting the Karen edit. It's not doing her any favors.
Even that look when she lost was very much like Jan's look when she had to go to the back of the stage and stand there.
Like, I'm pissed. I can't believe it. It's like, okay, I want you to be upset that you didn't win, but then I'm looking at you and I'm like, I'd be happy I was safe this week. You got people like Selena S. Titties who are fighting for their fucking life up here. And here she go, y'all, can you believe I didn't win? Oh, that would eat me up. And I've been in the bottom 2 weeks in a row. Shut up, girl. I'd be ready to fight. Anywho, past LaDuca on the left-hand side. We'll get to you in a second after Malaysia ate you up and Untucked. Real quick, the girls run for items, things break.
Every time.
It's a lot of that. Lux Nor London is a reference queen. Bitch, she got one more Heidi. It's so funny. She quoted Heidi this episode. But yes, each episode, she's always quoting something. I'm kind of here for it. She has a television. Or, the new girls. I look for my phone. Anitra brought up Kennedy Davenport's I done crystallized after Trey didn't like the session. And I was like, oh, this is either going to be the everything we need or it's going to look like this. So I got nervous for her. Ambitious. But a good idea. Oh, I'm running through this episode because I want to get to the Lux. Everyone's favorite limp-wristed man, Carson, has stepped through the scene here. RuPaul's shadow. All right, so Spice, hey. Wait, what? Liam, what's going on here? Thank you for the super chat. Lucy LaDuca is the Elon Musk of drag. How?
Liam.
We gonna find somebody else, girl. I don't know about
Maybe they look similar. I don't know.
No, I said that Lucy LaDuca is shaped like Wendy Williams. Like she's basically if Wendy Williams finished the rest, and decided to match the breast with a hip. Because Wendy's a capital P. So when I see that shape and that, how Lucy sometimes leans over a little bit, it's giving you kind of, leaning tower of
Pizza.
Oh, cake. Okay, listen. You didn't do, not me. Anywho. Back to this episode. So Spice decided that she wanted to play seamstress, and they looked at her like, it's time for you, boo, to go home. I'm not serious, but yes, I am. What did you think of this moment?
I think we've known it's been time for Spice to go home for at least 3 episodes. So, like, I think this is just the dog and pony show till we walk you out the door. Which is a shame because she actually did better this week than any of the other weeks that she should have gone.
That's true.
It could have been the time they kept her, to be honest with you, over certain things and how a narrative would have been played out, since you kind of made us see. Sometimes the storytelling, girl, I'd be looking like, you could have done this, you could have made it that. It would have made a lot of sense.
Reward them when they do well.
I mean, I thought it was good that she wasn't like stressed or whatever. She was just happy to be there.
Which a lot of people are happy that she's happy, and they want the show to be more fun. They think that Selena Estides was too serious, and that it takes the joy out of watching the show. I saw a tweet that really said that.
Well,
She's stressed.
She sees it differently. Like, I think she needs the show. Because
these kids are already successful on TikTok through their monetization.
Right.
Like, you're getting millions of views. That your check is cute.
Right.
Okay. I know how a YouTube check looks like for someone with millions of views. Trust. And it is a living that a lot of these queens have and that they make. So when someone says, I'm tired of these people crying on the show or being upset because they're making it seem like life or death. Yeah, she's a drag queen. And that's what they do, is do drag. And that shit is not as what you think it is. And if you're going to tell somebody they need a job on the top of that, bitch, no, that is a job. Don't you tip them? Or do you just sit there and drink your drink and look at them?
The disrespect.
I'm just saying, Chris, like, if I step into the bar and they're doing geesh, I am pulling my dollar because that is their job and you're entertaining me. Unless you somebody who's doing a number from another somebody that you don't need to be doing, and you come up in there in some box braids looking a fool and you make me uncomfortable, then I ain't tipping you shit. Other than that, very much. But I just find it weird when people do that kind of, girl, why are you talking? Do you even support these babies for real? Calm down. Mistress was so funny here. RuPaul lives for her. This messy bitch over here. What are you doing, girl? Lucy telling you what to do. Oh no, mother, I'm actually the one that's helping her out. Good luck, Lucy. The doll is coming. I was here for it, and Rue was living for her. Carson was impressed with the setup. Mistress coming through like a professional. Why are y'all mad? To present, this is again someone who this is their entire bread and butter. This is their fucking way of living. But when she had said some of the outfits are giving gaudy and gluttonous,
it was the word gluttonous.
Not gluttonous.
Because when you think of gluttony, like,
I mean, she can say that.
like, and who was that for? You know what I'm saying? Because it was.
I mean.
Well, okay. Shake it up.
I'm sure. Think of nothing. Never mind.
You know what? Yeah, it's a mix shake 'em up. Remember them salads that used to shake up at McDonald's? It's very that messy. Anywho, God, Chris about to open a whole can of second flamer. Okay, but RuPaul once again impressed.
I mean, speaking of gluttonous, we'll talk about her at the end of the episode, right?
You talking about Miss Helium Throat?
You
talking about that stuffed balloon animal had the nerve to be talking about some people while they're shaped like a water spud? The fuck you talk? All right, Matt, bring it in because Dooley trying to activate me. It's early, bitch. It's early, Dooley.
I got it.
I was hot when I saw all that shit online. I said, "Oh, so she want to be that girl? Cool. Let's see you handle these reads, bitch." All right, so on to Selena Estides, who I know is trying her best in her Libra glory here. That emotion is real. Y'all know I'm a crier. When she put up this fabric, Blake.
Oh.
On my reaction, I in my spirit, in my head, I'm like, "Oh, Blake screamed too," because I said she's trying to turn into Lucy LaDuca. Where you going?
It was so old. It's so ugly.
The matron.
Nothing. It's just a flat. Like,
I know she wants to be mother of the house, but don't be great grandmother. You know, that's all.
This was like something straight out of Greenleaf.
And it got worse as she tried to explain it.
This looks like something that someone in Greenleaf has on in a funeral in the casket.
And it's from like Latoya Luckett's wearing it. You know how she be looking. Listen,
It's giving Bernice Talbot.
a little dewy. JMCL, I see you on the Cash App. Thank you so very much for the tippy poo, for weekly tip. Why this for a 200th episode lip sync song? Oh, you're talking about the Lil Nas X song.
I was mad about that, but
We all
I
should
was
be.
too.
We'll get
There
there.
were several options, and they literally chose the worst.
Especially on a ball that's the crystal ball. Like you could have done a Diana Ross song if you're going to be that
Anything.
girl. Shout out to Stephanie Mills. Boom.
We could have had
Anywho.
We could have had Call Me By Your Name.
There was a lot of things that could have been done. They could have done a repeat of a song. Like, oh no, we already had all that last.
It should have been CoverGirl, to be honest. But like,
Should have been a RuPaul song. Hey, since you did Cake and Candy, why couldn't you have done a song from your? You know what? I'm gonna let it go. It's all right.
House of Love, and then you could have had the girls with cocktails or something.
When RuPaul saw that fabric,
Unenthused.
I think when we saw that fabric,
Baby, she knew it was over.
she said, "Phone home, sis."
And bottom two.
Bottom two.
You're gonna be like, no, I thought in my mind RuPaul was expanding her brain to find a way to keep saying Selena S titties for another 2 or 3 weeks. So she's like, look, we're gonna have to make her lip sync like dead ass. But all right, girl, keep telling us what this is supposed to look like. Also, for the people who don't know, the Selena S titties Twitter account was hacked recently because she was Spice in a lip sync. Dead ass. So hopefully she gets her account back. I don't know what.
Y'all need to grow up.
What?
When you start messing with people's livelihoods and money and their ability to like do their job.
At the same time, Elon Musk, why are you making us pay for 2-way authorization for our accounts? That seems really suspect. And you
I've
don't
had that
want
literally
to,
for like
so
ever, but you know it's bugged. So like it tells you to shut it off, and then you try to shut it off, but you can't shut it off because the person in charge of shutting it off it don't work there no more. So people literally can't get back into their accounts.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I'm almost like, do I just need to go ahead and pay for the blue and have that be a screenshot on Reddit the next week? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I ain't verified for me being a celebrity, but I would like to be able to handle mine because that's ridiculous. I don't know. Anywho, Lewis, thank you so much for the super chat. Why do lip sync songs continue to be an issue? We need to ask who's responsible in reference for that, because there needs to be somebody else in the room apparently, but also we know how the Grammys work too. So anywho, she cries too much.
You know,
I had a lot of people say that about me too, you know, so I'm not gonna. You can feel that way. I'm here for my emotional sister. I would be.
Could you imagine? Because like, whenever they have like lip sync songs, they explode on like all the charts. So could you imagine the girls being like, okay, so I'm gonna give you $100,000 if we could have Normani as the second lip sync? Could you imagine?
They'd have to have songs from her.
Yeah, good song.
Maybe that was a poor artist using an example, but you know what I had meant.
Poor artist. Listen, disclaimer: this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended. Duly said that, not me, to malign any religion, race, company, individual, or wigs. Keely Williams chicken will not be thrown into the fire tonight, so you do not have to worry about somebody giving their opinion on music when they can barely two-step. The fuck you mean? Excuse what I had to say.
I feel like Dooley never has the disclaimer, so yeah.
He slid that in. He thought. I was like, oh girl, yeah, I agree.
We're getting a different Selena than we got like episode 1. Like she was completely broken, and I think that's why people don't like to see it, because like she's broken at this point.
And she's a key. So now we're like, oh my God, like y'all have, because imagine, Chris, like you sew your shit, you create a lot of your drag and it's well received. You get here and they have been dragging you
on
girl.
a world stage.
And it's not like she doesn't know how to sew. She knows how to sew and knows how to create. So it's not like Spice just learned the other day and it's like, oh, well, I'll just learn in 2 weeks or something like that. No, it's very much like I got to go home to my audience in LA. And they're gonna get me I'm gonna have that one person who's gonna go, oh, that shit looks cheap. You know what I'm saying? And I feel her pain in this moment. Because if I came up there and I knew 3 dresses and RuPaul said them 3 dresses are trash, I'd be like, bitch, I forgot the 4th pattern. Fuck, you know? Do like Bianca Del Rio, make it through with some cow necks and a, you know. Never mind. We ain't gonna do that today. She was actually good. The boat neck, the cow neck. She had 3 C's, okay, that were happening.
Michelle told her, like, basically, I want to love your personality. I mean, I want to love your drag, how much I love your personality. I mean, Jesus.
I do love her drag because it tells a story. I just don't like some of the finishes, especially through this. But let me say, if I saw her like in person, like performing, tip, boom, I'd be right there throwing my hands up, screaming loud, all that kind of shit, right? She's not getting the good run this season. And her mug is beat. And they talked about it in Untucked. And she's like, that's nice. But again, it's the package that we're presenting here. They can tell you you're pretty, but you know, Big Spice knows it. You look good. The face is together, but you don't know how to walk in heels. Drag looks the same. I even had someone mention how, I guess, we talk about Spice having the same silhouette, but no one's brought up Malaysia or Lucy having the same silhouette. I'm like, you have to blame Lucy's breastplate for that. You know what I'm saying? She's got her full canceled Wells Fargo account show, full mode titty on. It's very that information. And with Malaysia, I've seen pants, I've seen dresses. So I don't know about all of that. You know what I mean? Like, I think when it comes to the conversation over what Spice and how people say, why y'all talking about the same silhouette? It's because it all looks like it came from the same doll collection. No shade. Like, this is like extra outfits you would put on this one. And it's very much the aesthetic. And I love it. I actually like what they wear. I live, but I sometimes go, we're going to get that in another color next week. And then I'm right. So that's just how I feel. It's like, it's going to be the same, but it's cute and it looks good. And they paid good money for it. I'm just going to see the same thing. Same kind of hair, same kind of walk. But it's a bop. I don't know. With others who are changing it up a little bit, it feels not on the same playing field. That's all. I hope this is not disrespectful to the Spice and Sugar fans. I am nervous. Mistress is a hoot, right? We love Mistress. Thank you for actually producing yourself this season because you got Lucy mad over nothing. Hey, Lucy, do you think you're going to win this week? Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and put this all together and try my best and this and the other. Yeah, because the other girls are scared that you're going to get angry again like you did the last time. What are you talking about? Malaysia, you were ready to tap in. Ooh, that time you went crazy, bitch. Oh, and Lucy lost it a little bit, and it was kind of funny. What are you talking about? Really? Y'all have emotional breakdowns, and I never say anything. Meanwhile, with this wig and this face and this outfit, I should have won.
She looks possessed.
Listen,
it's like the
I forgot that movie where like they something you get bitten and your whole eyes turn black or something.
Oh, Chris said this looked like a horror movie. Is it 28 Days Later? No.
Contagion.
Do the impersonation. Which one? Which one? Oh goodness, I'm sorry. She still looks like the mom from Goldberg's for me. I'm sorry. I kind of love it.
And does.
I kind of love it.
And does.
Matty, did you Photoshop them eyes? No, I didn't.
No.
Now I did do a couple of fisheye lenses later, and you will see how there is possibly a trapped soul in her body when we get close to the eyeball. But no, Lucy, I promise you, no shade. Seriously, you're excellent on a real note. You're giving this energy so it's easy to play off of with the show. But I bet you're lovely in person for real. Anywho, she stands up and goes, "You guys, listen." You guys are always over there talking about yourselves, and I never say anything, and I try my best, and everything is all me. And Mistress, without skipping a beat, "Oh my God, Lucy, you're standing up."
trolling her. Just trolling her.
Oh my God. Oh goodness. I see. Mistress can't play with me like that, girl. I'll be taking her seriously like Malaysia girl at one point. But no, Lucy, has an epiphany and thinks that Mistress is trying to get in her head.
It's a competition, girl, of course.
Can you imagine, like, when this turns into the show where everyone's just kind and nothing actually is like, there's no points of issue, like when that actually is needed for storytelling purposes? We cannot watch the Disney Channel together every fucking day. We can't. I promise y'all, I have to watch, what's it called? 48 hours? The last 48 or the first 48? Yeah, like I watch that. I have to cleanse myself. I need to get reality real quick, okay? Anywho, Anitra, you got all of our love over here, baby. That was a deep story, and the personal journey that you've had to take on with a situation like your biological mother disowning you after just saying that this is fine and we're good, and you having to leave your family like this. Very much, you have our love over here, baby. That was a very sad story. I'm glad she, got to spend time with her biological father now, and they've become closer. But it's like, as a mama's boy, that really hit me. I'm like, oh, I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine. That would break me. So that's a strong individual there. Any thoughts on this conversation that was kind of wedged in here with the show that was still needed?
I'm glad that they gave Anitra some time in the edit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like we all love her. We just don't know enough about her. And I feel like this is a great time for us to get to know more of her background and just have an opportunity to connect with her. I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it feels like she's getting the second place, but like you may not win Drag Race, but you will win the fans of Drag Race kind of situation. Like a very Jujubee-esque kind of feel is what I get from how they're treating her. And I live for it. I mean, I do want you to win because you're my winner.
And it is nice that she is finally getting an edit, like something, because versus that, it was very confessional tease. It was like, oh, okay, we're gonna narrate one little scene here, But yeah, I'm glad. Dooley, any thoughts on this?
I love Anitra. I really want her to win. This story was heartbreaking though.
I love Anitra too. We love you, Nietzsche. I don't even know. I don't know. I like that. Come on, Nietzsche. I'm crazy with nicknames. All right. So moving forward with this, thank you to Selena STDs being a good friend and being there for that. I know that Libra energy was right on the money. Let's see here. We had a retread over all the classics of all of the seasons. Any of y'all have any of your favorite moments from Drag Race? Because I would say Bob and Derek and Naomi and Derek fight from season 8 is always one of my most iconic moments. Like they were going in. Derek, you were energy that I needed though back then because you were ready for the fight and the girls were ready for you. I loved it. What about y'all?
I'll show my favorite one right here.
Right, I was like, this is
my favorite. The fact that they had to shut down production for like 3 weeks to get the girls back together.
3 weeks?
Yes.
They were not working together.
They shut it down. Oh. No, weeks. There's a whole lot more of the fight that we didn't get to see, but allegedly hands were thrown.
Yeah, that is. I remember that story. It went on for a while. Apparently, like it was bad.
I would say one of my tops is Detox, Coco, and Serena.
Oh, when they were dragged.
No, I've had it too, because you're here with us, bitch. Everyone except Serena.
She said, I'm sorry, so you're saying we're not educated? Is that what you're saying? Because you read books?
Enough with the ghetto lexic. I need the room. Girl.
Who you calling ghetto?
Honorary mention to tired ass showgirl. Go back to Party City where you.
Wait, you gotta do Coco. Yeah. Don't try me, little boy.
I like Laganja. I feel very attacked.
Oh, but Trini, relax.
Relax.
Oh, so funny. So
they gotta bring back the Gold Bar and the Interior Illusions Lounge. Bring that back.
They do.
Bring that back.
Maybe Tyra versus
Everybody.
Baby, Tatiana live. I love you, Tyra, but Tatiana was working you, sister, in that corner. It was very much. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say it in Tyra. I don't care. I don't care. So
well, I wasn't talking to you. Just because I'm looking at you doesn't mean I'm talking.
I don't like you.
When Juju be fine, I'll call you Miss Bitch. Oh my goodness,
That was
funny. Oh, Fifi versus Willem was always a move because Willem would get Fifi so upset. Oh my goodness, bitch, dragging her. She was like, but they are Louis Vuittons. That's not the point, girl, is it? I mean, that's talk about
bringing it up.
I mean, but I did work with those people
right now.
Listen, Stephanie, I see you on my Cash App. So much love. Thank you so much again, baby. All the way from Romania to you and the panel. I thank you so very much. You always tuning in. Listen, shout out to all of our Rant Pack members from across the pond. For those of you who are overseas on the other side, we're in the States here. We send you nothing but love and light. We appreciate you for tuning in. If you're watching this on the playback, hi, can you sit through those ads, please? Thank you. Not all of them, most of them though, or like a good amount. Love you. Yeah, that's right. Go ahead and hit that rewind button. It's going to make you play an ad real quick. YouTube, you know what to do. And also, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. Let's keep it cute in the live chat here. No disrespect to everyone's opinions as well as spoilers. I'm good for blocking, and so are my moderators. So please just have a good time in the conversations. We don't need your shit. Cool? Great. Now let's keep it rolling. Rebecca Glasscock walked in Forever 21 and no one screamed because this was that girl back then. Chanel was looking at her. Look at Chanel looking at her. No one else. Whoop. Like, how dare you come in here in some jeans and this top? Oh, I miss her season.
Yeah, Jay was the original Rob Queen. They kept Rebecca after she did nothing in that lip sync. She walked around for 2 seconds.
Oh, how about season 3 in general? Shangela just in season 3 alone, the whole the song picking thing, and then the tool gate situation, and
I thought I was Jada Pinkett Smith up in there.
She said, I step out in the daytime looking like real fish.
Unclockable.
Kevin Ray, thank you so much for the super chat. Tammy Brown, teleport us to Mars. That is, I think that is the best Untucked moment that ever happened. I think that is still the best one, like hands down, number one. Well, guess what, Mimi? We did.
It was chaotic.
Mimi, I'm first. Mimi, I'm first, who was number 3 in the polling. I could not believe. Out of all the girls who have been here, do not talk about my fans, bitch. From what I've seen, you don't have that many.
Oh, Lord. Such a good time.
Somebody needs to go home first.
And then Yara Sophia, somebody needs to go home first. Like, you was minding your business, bitch. What are you doing here? Like, it's Mimi changing her clothes for no reason in the corner. Like, what are you doing, girl?
Costume.
Changing it around.
I remember watching that live. I had class that night. And I was annoyed, and I ran in to catch it. And I was like, "This is iconic." Like, I knew that I was watching something iconic, but I didn't realize like how big it was going to be.
And she said, "I'm acting."
I'm acting, and then Manila. Is this bitch for real? Wait, it's all quotable. The full season. Chad Michaels. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this professionalism. Is not happening right now. Chad Michaels. Monica Mota, thank you for the super chat. I'm late, but came in the right moment. These golden oldies are when I fell in love with this franchise. And no, hey, listen, I know that times have changed and this and the other, but on a real note, the early seasons.
It was great balance of drama, fashion, quotables, personality, and talent. Like, it was fun.
We would see our friends and then talk about the show and be like just going in over it. Like, girl, when you saw Shangela with this, I know she looked rotted, bitch, but she was eating the whole stuff. Yes, man. Like, I had a good time with the older seasons of Drag Race. I still do, though. It's interesting.
Like, watching season 4, 5, and 6 in the bar at that time was such a moment. It was great TV. The girls were giving, and people would get so into it. It was fun.
You had a reason to be out on Tuesday night for no reason.
for no reason.
Stacey the
And
Delta.
then
Thank you,
the
Miss
seasons were
Mateo.
fleshed out. Like you only got one season a year, so the girls had times to enjoy
I'm
it.
so
You got
glad
time to
you're
get to
here.
know them.
Wait, piece of material. You're supposed to say cheers. The way Delta looked at her, like, oh, girl, you can't even play me right. It was Morgan's fix your hair, fix your mug. Oh, Mystique.
Chicago, man.
Mystique sat there in a full, I'm going to work and I just got off a lunch outfit.
Wait,
and it was
wait,
a good session.
When she was like, I don't eat fried food. And everybody was like, girl.
Bitch, and wore it out. Wore that basket out. I was like, they must not be feeding them, bitch. Ryla, thank you for the super chat. The logo era was a key. Okay. It was. All right. So let's get past this moment in history as we reminisce. We thank you for tuning in. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. Ruby is red hot. Da da da.
I don't mind it.
I'm getting Viva Glam campaign tees.
Yeah.
Very 1996.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all like those shoes?
I don't.
They're for
like
support,
this.
and they're high, but they're for
like-
support.
She
It
looked
looks
like
confused.
The ghetto Ringling brother. Like, I don't like this. This,
I feel like I could see Beyonce in this, honestly.
Me too, but she wouldn't have that skirt. It would be like a high boot.
Yeah, I was like,
a high boot.
I was like, I mean, maybe if it was a panty and a thigh high boot, I could see it with like a little chap number, maybe.
And a red hat, because you already know.
Yeah, like Beyonce,
Renaissance
variation of this.
Mm-hmm. I like it personally. I've seen so much worse. So I really did enjoy. I knew she was performing when I saw the tassels. I figured they were either going to be to hide from folks when she was stepping out or to look like movement was happening when she was going to be performing. So I think the hair is lovely. It's sitting a little bit high. It's definitely not pushed back like the last time. The makeup is good. The earrings are right. I think it's a good look on Rue. I like it. Not the Crookling brothers. Who said cock ringling? Girl.
Ooh.
It's just a flash.
Hey.
Just a flash.
Hey.
That word's disgusting. Ew. All right, so let's move on. See, this is lovely. Sometimes Rue, when she turns her face a certain way, it's like this boom moment. I'm like, oh, it's everything, Rue. And other times she looks really serious, like she's reading the teleprompter. Michelle looks lovely. I like this look on Michelle. I do miss the big hair, but I think this, Agent Q curl is cute.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of the hair.
It's a little too flat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just like her with some big hair. Michelle eats.
It's very Michelle Pfeiffer Scarface.
Ooh, okay, Blake.
It's very
Good
Michelle.
reference. I remember when I first saw Scarface, I was like, what is this? There is carpet in the bathroom. I just thought of how it smelled in there. Like, oh my God. Ooh, funny story. Quick story, y'all. When we were house hunting in Houston one time, my dad, we found Hakeem Olajuwon's house. He is a former basketball player with the Houston Rockets, won both, the NBA titles. Y'all know what's up. Anywho, we were touring his house. Carpet in the bathroom because it hadn't been updated since the 80s. There was mirrors on the ceilings, on the walls. Bitch, that shit looked crazy. The staircase it was a clear staircase, like clear, like not a wood banister. No, honey. Like that shit was like, it looked like it was crystal, but it really wasn't. You knew it was plastic. That house had me going nuts as a kid because I was like, oh, no, we're not moving. I saw that carpet.
Imagine being real lifted, or you come in, a little twisted. You trying to walk up the stairs, but it's clear, and so like you just bust your shit.
It was I didn't understand the design aesthetic, but I get it. In the 80s, that was that house. You know what I'm saying? And it was a nice neighborhood. It was just, we walked through there and I said, Daddy, for real? You said, come on, think about living in a Keep Olajuwon's house. I'm like, this carpet in the bathroom, we'd have to pull. There is no way. These people don't aim right. There's boys in this house. Carson Kressley, everyone's favorite bottom, is there. There was a sexual joke made.
That's a cute blazer, though.
It is. I was hoping that there was a matching pant, but I couldn't see from this outlook. Julia Garner is there. If you watch Ozark, you know who this is, and possibly some other shows that I didn't see. But she was there, and she matched the background.
You didn't see Inventing Anna?
No.
I do not have time for this.
I avoided that one because sometimes when people get too crazy when they talk about shows, I find it, I remove myself. I will go watch it later. I'll go watch it later. I do like her in Ozark. I got into that recently. Good show.
I had to take a pause. I started watching it at the start of the Panty, and I made it to season 3, and I had to pause. It's dark.
Listen, I just finished Power 100 last night. I binge watched that. Please, I need a season 2, and please bring it over here and everywhere else you want to go. That was a wonderful show. Needs to be a disclaimer for bottoms. My God. Everyone was my boyfriend. All right, moving on. Bitch, I was, goodness. Don't send him home. That's all I kept saying. Please don't send my daddy home. Okay, listen. RuPaul performed Cake and Candy. You better put some respect on the 6-year-old. You better put some respect on it.
It was cute. I was
like,
yes, Ru.
Yeah, the tiger bomb kicked in, Chris. I was here for it. I said, Mother said, I'm a walk. There was a dip, not a dip like an actual dip, but you saw her low key like do an elevator. You know, it was very like a slow, rolled down a little bit. Look at this. I said, Ru, don't you hurt nobody. Put it on your husband.
Don't you hurt yourself.
You better dig that hole.
What?
Oh, yeah, you're right, Dooley. You're right. Disclaimer, this program is only it content is not intended.
I was like, I'm not going to pay this. No. No.
Oh, no. Oh, goodness.
Not Rihanna's Super Bowl realness.
Yo, who said that lie? Well,
I mean, one of them is 60, so.
I mean, okay.
Jamar is here, everybody. We need to stop having this conversation about Rihanna, okay? His Christina Aguilera will activate.
It's all right to do what y'all want, girl.
Yeah. Oh, listen, Cake and Candy, indeed. RuPaul was dropping some Skittles on the ground, possibly. Holes can't be that tight no more, but she was giving us a nice old strut. I was here for the performance. To be honest, I'm always happy to see RuPaul do something and give us what she, basically paved the way for. That's what the girls want to use. Yeah, RuPaul is the number one.
I thought it was interesting that most of the dancers passed the paper bag test.
Well, she's only trying to color correct it, Dooley.
Word.
Raven, I see you're trying something different with the face. It looks lovely.
It is. Wait, Blake, you talking about this right here? This nice shot right there.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I love the red in the inner iris so much, but like it looks. I fuck with it for this look.
It looks like she was in that movie I mentioned at the beginning of the episode.
Cake and Candy. Cake.
I don't really care for the dancers.
None of them.
Like no eye candy, really?
This one right there, Diggy on the left, just for you.
On the left, that's your type.
No, it's not.
Let me give a wide shot so we can figure out what's happening here.
Child, don't nobody want to see these WeHo gays.
Right.
Oh, this is the real WeHo game. I've been more interested in watching them show about the dances, to be honest. Oh, it's actually over, y'all. The show is over.
That's just Showgirls. We've seen that already.
This was the last episode this past week of the Gays of West Hollywood. No, okay. So if you all want to continue to watch MTV again at that time, make sure you double check because we don't know if they're going to pull a stunt and throw some other dumbass show at our faces. All right. Listen, RuPaul then had to cut an edible cake because it didn't look like you could eat that. I just didn't understand what was happening here. There were 2 cakes. I'm like, are these just props with styrofoam? What's happening? It's lovely though. Then she put on her brave voice and, talked about her loving of it.
It looks like a fondant cake.
Oh, I forget there's a chef on the panel here because we're so unqualified. What was it, Dooley?
Fondant. It's that weird, tacky, kind of sugary coating that they put on cakes now.
That Cake Boss did that everybody would be low-key having to shit on after they get home from the party because it just
I'm
gives
not,
me
if you
that.
don't give me the sugar, just give me the real sugar. I don't need no.
They were like,
sugar
if everybody
every day.
wants diabetes, come over
Sorry,
here. We
yeah.
got you. Love it, or diabetes, as the man says on the television commercial. Let's do the first category, shall we? Start your engines. Up first is Mistress Isabel Brooks.
I just have a quick question. Like when I first watched it, like at first I thought she said their interpretation, but you said they had to do it in a new way.
That is what
I missed that part.
I made sure to write it down, and she
Yeah.
said it. Update of classic racing suit, so it can be an update, and then slash like we've never seen it before is the last thing RuPaul says.
All right.
And if you girls want to play funny with me, watch it again. It's up there. Not you, Chris, but I'm just Matty isn't. I know the fuck I'm tired. I've watched this episode 5 times. Shit. So yeah, it's
because then my opinions change a little bit now that I hear that. So
mind you, I like this for multiple reasons. One, she quoted all the big girls. 2, it fit very well. And it really was a nice look. For me, though, because I also, Chris, like I said, for that last part, it's really the same outfit with just a bunch of stickers on it that fits very well. Mm-hmm. But it's a good look and it's tailored nice. So I still give it positive reviews.
Yeah, it's a 2 for me.
Softly.
A safe 2.
Yes, soft.
Because I like something a lot better. Actually, 2 looks a lot better than this from her. Oh, yes. I said, oh, Misty Rika, that's a beach ball. But listen, thanks, Mistress. It was lovely. Spice, working at Checkers or Rallies if you're in New Orleans.
Or Michigan.
There you go.
I actually like this.
I did too.
Really?
Yeah.
It's cute and polished.
Yes.
I don't like
that. What's wrong with it? Let's go there.
I don't like it waist down. I just think it needs some zhuzhing. It looks like this came out of a bag.
Hey, that's exactly. I'm like, it looks like it came out. It just, you bought this from somewhere and put this little spice belt on it and kept it moving. It's polished, yes.
I love that Blake said little spice belt. I'm sorry. It just sounded funny.
But we're Party City.
Oh, okay.
I thought this was like the best runway. Like had the most toots.
The first one, or
this first runway?
Oh, yeah.
It was just safe and toots. It wasn't like, oh God. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Listen, I'd let her pump my gas. Next up is Lux Nor London serving this.
It was serviceable.
Yeah.
It was to be expected. I'm like, this looks like everything else you worn on the runway. I won't say everything else you worn on, but this looks very much Naomi Smalls-esque and sort of what I would expect you to get.
And also the presentation. Like, she came out, like, I think she was selling it.
I do like that she used the black bra from Rue's photo.
I said from Aaliyah's chest, okay? Because every time I see it on her, I assume that there's someone going to say rock the boat or we need a resolution. I said, those Aaliyah titties right there. It's nice.
It's fine.
That's me. Yeah, it's nice. I can't boot it. It's a well together look. The wig actually looks like it's supposed to be there. Sometimes that should look like it's lifted. Not you, Lux, but hey. Yes, Stephanie, I'm inhaling. That's why I'm off camera. But yeah, I liked it. Marsha.
Boo.
I like this too.
I did too.
This was the one of the 3 that I did not like.
Hated it.
Wow, why?
Because it looked like Gigi's look from a few seasons ago.
It does?
I feel like I've seen this before.
It does for me.
The look
Gigi
okay. wore for, I think it was like a summer look. She had the helmet. It was a pastel look.
What, the green or something?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Episode 1 of her season, or episode whichever episode she lip synced in. Widow.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about that she wore a green one. It was green.
Green?
Yeah, it was all green. It had a black helmet.
I feel like she had a couple helmets because I think she might have had one of her.
A lot of helmets.
She did.
She was worried about getting in an accident. But listen,
I mean, she did have a weird.
That was Robert.
Listen, I thought this was cute. The peplums I could have left without, but I felt like she wanted to make this, dainty at the same time. But I think this pastel look did something for her. Could have a breast have helped? Yes. Right now she's giving, Kirsten Dunst, and it's fine. I see
like
she's
her
painting
face.
more. Yeah, the paint's there. It's white, but yeah, I'm here for it. The private chat.
Oh, it's the look that I was referring to.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
okay.
follow.
Oh, that one. You're talking about the Meet the Queens when they were doing their entrance walks or whatever their Gigi Good. Okay, I get it. Quentin, Quante. Why did I read that too fast? Who's Quentin? Thank you, Quante. I appreciate the super chat. This is the first time she's been doing drag all girl. Stop too. Now wait a minute. You leave that hate to
I
Blake.
disagree.
You leave that kind of visceral for Blake.
That is so rude.
Well,
So rude. So rude.
accurate.
So nasty and so rude.
Leave my
So
mark.
nasty. It's so rude. I think it looks nice. It's a toot, Marsh. Selena
It's a boot.
No, this
I'm
was my
sorry.
only boot.
It's a boot.
Because it doesn't even give race. It just
Yeah.
where's her parachute? Like that's what it seemed like she needs.
This was
Right. Or she's
I
like
agree.
a car wash or something.
I liked it.
The face is great, but
I agree.
I think had she been a
Baggy.
bigger queen than this, like had it fit better, it would probably look better. Or if she had it
Race.
My thought, Blake, would be give that Missy Elliott effect. So make herself look bigger and blow. If she wanted to wear this, to blow up the bag.
yes, it either needs to be like really extreme, or if she needs to be filling all of it out.
even the color scheme, it just doesn't feel. It just feels off.
It
But that
does.
felt racy.
What happened?
Y'all,
That
I like
felt
this.
racy.
She at least had checkers.
That's true. She did.
I like this, but I understand.
I wanted to
everybody's
like it.
opinions.
Just like Michelle.
Doesn't sound like it. Now, Malaysia Baby Doll Fox is next.
I'm issuing another boot.
Ooh,
It fits
Boot,
very well. I just wish it was a louder color was my
Mhm.
issue. It's like it fits perfectly, but that pink is so faded. It is so
that's what I
light.
didn't like. It's so neutral.
It's carnation, and we need rose. We need like some sort
We
of
are
like
so gay. I love that we
flower.
agree it's carnation.
It's
I
carnation.
appreciate that. It's carnation.
I clearly play with the 96 color Crayola box.
Indeed.
And that's the one that sits in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Because like, girl, that's not even show on white paper. We're not coloring on black construction paper here.
And
But
the
like,
wig doesn't make sense.
Carnation.
here's the thing. No,
Wasn't it another
I'm
look?
assuming she possibly is a well-to-do woman that is only here for a charity event, and she will be soon crashing her car in this 500 Derby. But you know, I get where she wanted to go. It was a Barbie world, but it didn't Mattel for me. A story. There it is. It didn't Mattel story.
Didn't all of her looks have this color though? I feel like we've seen this color
It's
again.
been similar.
Close.
This has been similar. And she's
Close.
wearing this hair, or some similar hair
She
before.
chose a lot of the wrong fabric, but looks came out looking nice. Mind you, this is not fabric that was provided. This is a look that was made already. So I'm assuming when she picked the fabric that she wanted, it was to be cohesive with everything she already brought. I think she just needs louder colors. She is a girl that is beautiful, but them colors need to be popping for her because it really helps. It builds and moves. But these mute shit, you leave that to the pastel queens.
It's still a soft two for me because that shape is just.
It's
right.
good, isn't it?
I like the shape.
Shape is great.
It fits
I like
right
the
with
makeup
Gun.
and
The
the
heel
wig.
too.
Like, I
Yeah.
can forgive a color.
I don't really love the makeup anymore, only because she's had this makeup on for the past 6 episodes and like hasn't changed it.
Social media, she definitely has updated her makeup recently because I saw a recent video. I was like, oh,
Happy to see that.
come on. Remember, you go in with what you know and what you can paint quickly with, especially with a ball. It's like, oh, girl, they gave me 30 minutes. Bam, bam. She gonna go here. She gonna go here. We're gonna be all right. Ryla, thank you so much for the super chat, serving us another variation of Motor Mouth Mabel. I feel like that's my fault. I brought that into this equation by, discussing our sister is definitely on hairspray. Like definitely.
Big, blonde, and beautiful.
Okay. Chop.
It's been 4 boots back to back.
Chop.
I like this one.
Chop.
This is
What?
Chop. I hate it.
It reminded me of Princess Peach from Mario Kart.
Look, now you will stop right there because you don't, Rose Gold Peach, bitch. You don't get to talk on this Peach. Okay. Now Maddie's gonna get loud. This fabric choice is so ugly with the pink. I'm sorry. I hate it so much. Like, what in the stretch fabric is happening here? It looks like she got it from Walmart. No shade to girls that buy their fabric at Walmart. I assumed it was for a girl's room. You know what I mean? And then like the heart bit. I like the silver. I like the helmet. I don't like the
Mario Kart. I'm sorry.
It can give Mario Kart, but like on N64, not on the Switch. Okay,
on Super Nintendo.
Girl, like let's not do that because I'm sorry. Boo, boo.
I hate everything about this. I hate the helmet. I hate the heart. I hate the pink. I hate everything about this.
I wish there was a human fucking bundle of hair coming out with all the inches Lux Nor London claims, and that this actually had a prettier fabric for the heart and the lining of it. I think if it had that, I'd have a completely different interaction. I need her to look more like Erica Jane. Oh, I hate to say that, but that's kind of, I want a little bit more of a pretty mess and not a mess.
Pay 4 boots once.
And I'm a Nintendo fan, so that's why I'd be like, girl, who?
I'm surprised you don't like it.
Like the connection disconnected, Chris, and we know what that looks like when we're playing games. Okay, it's very much like in the middle of the match, we're not even playing anymore. We only get mushrooms. There's a glitch in the system. Piece of Mateo, the origami princess from Paper Mario, and that game was trash. Not the first one, but this most recent one that came out. Awful game. Oh, I was so mad I paid for a digital. Oh, I wanted to give it back to GameStop. So bad. Hold on, Crash. I see you, baby. Hold on. Really, Chris? Carmelo? Down. Crash. Lucy said this was Princess Peach inspired, and I need this to stay in the castle.
Said not my princess.
Sounds like it's a Yoshi story. It's okay. Listen, if y'all loved it, bet. It doesn't say anything about your taste. Chris,
I didn't love this. I didn't love it. I just said I liked it.
You better change your A to a B. Anywho, Lucy the Duca. It's okay. Good for her. Don't do this again.
Ever.
Walking so stiff.
I almost didn't like it, but I was like, oh well, I can see.
She walked like she was a contestant in a pageant, and this was the first category.
Because that's exactly what she was doing.
There was an announcer and everything. Like the way she moved.
Contestant number 2, Sasha Colby.
Representing the House of Colby. Her sponsors.
Right. He is sponsored by Coca-Cola and Target.
Her lovely daughter, Carrie Colby, is in the audience tonight. A former contestant of RuPaul's Drag Race. Currently on the season of 15. We have Sasha Colby, contestant number 5.
Like, she's not the racer, she's not the girl with the flag, but she's the girl that hands the roses and the trophy at the end. Or something.
She's Lisa if Lisa was 3 years ago on Housewives of Miami. Whole Lenny. Okay, so listen. Or actually, what Larsa wants to look like. Ooh.
Oh God, that girl.
You know what? I'm gonna leave Miss Larsa alone. She already going through a pippin of a time. Listen, I think this is pretty. I know in my mind though, I feel someone else won this episode, but
of course,
I absolutely enjoyed her take on this and that she went so soft. And I'm gonna throw it in a dress that way. I thought it was kind of like, oh, everyone else did the brief. You actually did something completely different and presented very soft and feminine. Just I gotta live. So I loved it. I was here for it. Anitra's next. My favorite X-Men.
I thought this was serviceable.
It's all right.
It was okay.
She has a mean walk on the runway, dude.
Nasty.
Oh, nasty. Punk.
Matches that mean face.
Oh.
Not her smiling in these pictures right now, Blake. Why are you talking about
the color is an eyesore, though.
Listen, she just wanted people to see her when she's crossing the street, Chris. It'd be dangerous in Vegas.
Maybe all black with the neon trimming.
Not they called her Chico.
Y'all said Chico.
Oh yeah, Shigo.
That's what I said. I said she looked like Shigo.
Yes.
Chico
Damn.
from Sheen. You know what?
Damn.
You know what?
Everyone was saying that. I forgot.
Ooh. I live. Go ahead,
That
Nietzsche.
face, though. That face is painted.
Mm-hmm.
I love her eyes.
I like when she always has that line in the eyes. I'm like, girl, who did you win in the fight with? Like, very that. All right, the next category is my favorite ball, and Mistress Isabel Brooks is first, and this is from the Ball. What do we think? And that's all from beach balls. That's literally all repurposed beach balls to make that outfit.
It's a toot. I mean, I feel like I just seen it before, but it looks good on her.
Yeah, I feel like she looks, sadly, to make a comparison like Eureka right here, but maybe it's because I can't see her face.
Do you know what Eureka was wearing to have this conversation to where that actually applies? Because Eureka had fucking beach balls on a tube dress.
I vaguely remember.
I do remember.
I tried to.
And a colorful wig, and that's it.
When I had my moment where I disliked her, I like Eureka now. I just think she looks in the face like Eureka, but I also can't really see her face. So take it for what it is.
It's more like Latrice Royale with her face kitty moment than it would be Eureka with titties that were beach balls. I think this is everything.
Oh yeah,
I'm the biased one. Remember, you guys. Okay, so this
I like it. I just thought, it was okay.
I wanted a better fit for the mask, but that was my only complaint, and it looks good. I thought she presented it very well. Let's move on since they're not relishing that hot dog, and let's get to Marsha. Did you live?
Well, I just like to say the neutral thing really kills it, but to know that she made the dress, like, she gets points for that.
I know, JB. I know.
What in the slave attire was this?
Listen. You know what? Listen.
I did not get slave.
I thought a friend. It was giving off friend.
Bitch, I thought we were watching that movie The Witch again. Okay.
Well, Blake got a disclaimer.
Yeah, Blake deserved that disclaimer. He said this lady is the master's daughter, and she out there trying to see if old Bo gonna find her. Shut your fucking ass up, Blake. Oh, that was
because she said milk, and I was like, but you ain't got no milk pails. Like, what is this that you're carrying? Like,
this gave me she's on Broadway, and she's she's
a poor Swedish girl. I don't know.
It looks like the beginning of a horrible porn movie. Listen,
and it's like the beginning of Rosewood, and that's why I'm bothered.
You know what, Dooley? No, it's not, and shut up, because no, it's not, and shut up, and no, it's not, and shut up.
It does.
No, they were in the South. This is giving you in the mountains, and there wouldn't be us there. She'd be spooked if we showed up. Woo! I saw a shadow that was walking across the grass the other day. Listen, we're not doing this with Marsha. I think that this would be better for a different assignment versus bad. Because it's like, I get where you were going with this, but I wish this was more so for something else. Because right now you're giving me Lily Rabe in that one season of American Horror Story when she had no talent. And that's all the colors that she could produce. Okay, for those of you who watched that terrible season. Crash, thank you for the super chat. She looks like she curdled.
This is Pocahontas.
I don't know, it's not an abomination.
It's not either for me either. I'm just saying it's not. It's not. It doesn't feel like it really fits for me with this. I think it works. 12 years a Dutch slave. 86 woman.
It's the beginning of the song "Wind It Up."
It's definitely Gwen Stefani and her. I'm going back to my roots era where you need to stop. Curdled, a Dutch slave, things that don't exist. Listen, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Slave.
I'm kidding. There's a lot that's happening today.
She's the Morton girl off the salt box.
Don't give her that.
Don't do that. She's iconic. No, listen. Marsha, I think this is a great look. I just wish it was something a little bit different for this, but I think she does work the thought is there. It's very detailed, and it's like, okay, this is good. It's
right. Like, I can't boot it. I can't.
I want it to be in some other category, you know, like dude, Dutch oven lovin', and then she comes out in this, you know,
1800s.
Pillsbury Hoboy, Crash.
Oh,
Okay.
Malaysia, baby doll, baby doll, baby doll, Fox, the hairball.
Come through, Cruella de Vil, bitch.
I'm just a little bored by this one. I don't know.
There's too much going on.
Yeah. I guess it's
When she takes off that jacket piece, it looks a little bit more like, okay, but
Quante, thank you for the super chat. I'm convinced Marsha just used the drag Poppy left when she was eliminated. Maybe they're the same person. Maybe those were the twins of the season.
Maybe.
Stop.
I'm also tired of this wig shape.
Oh, what aren't you? When aren't you tired, Chris? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, goodness. Listen, I think this is a nice look. It's safe for me, but it's a nice look. It's not too big. It's not so extravagant. It's not ugly, but it's okay. She did a very safe week for me. It was like, okay, all right, that's fine. Different choices, fabric, color, texture. I don't know what we got going on here, but yeah. Jamar, you got something to say? Because the girls are saying your face.
That face. Yeah.
I mean, I don't have any. It's safe, like, because otherwise it was just too much going on. The wig, I think I wish the wig was bigger. Like, I want that ball to be huge.
You want it to be bigger?
Bigger. Make it more interesting.
For some reason,
Okay, that last statement, make it more interesting. That will put that right there. I agree with that. Make it more interesting. I think she's going to an office and she's itchy. Yeah. Very that.
her head looks like a bowling pin.
We're moving on.
Not a bowling pin, Lord.
We're moving quickly. God, please. Spice is next. What do we think of Spice? Do you guys like my outfit?
It's cute, but it's just that silhouette. I'm so tired of it.
It's in the box. Look at my clothes. I'm Spice. No, honestly, Chris, I'm tired of you telling me I have the same silhouette because I'm having fun. I think she looks adorable, but yes, yeah.
Very cute.
Agree. She's gorge. Like that, the bug, bitch. You are Megan Fox down. Just don't get near no Machine Gun Kellys. Please don't.
Really?
You leave them blonde men alone, sister.
We are too far into this competition for this. To me, like I just.
You're right. It's still a cute look.
No.
What do they know? My mother is Mistress Isabel.
I mean, it's
I
not
wish it was just more drag.
It's just not bad enough to put her in the bottom to me, because there was still loose in the dude.
And it's still it's polished, but Jamar, something about her having them orthopedic heels every goddamn runway are killing me just a little bit. Okay, I'm telling you, sister be over here cushioned for the push and still be followed. I think it's cute though. It is polished. It's a nice look. It's really a nice look. I just.
Okay.
No one has anything left for cumins, paprika, garlic salt.
Flavorless.
It was time for her to go.
Oh.
That was Lucy looking.
I would say cumin, Chris, but I would have to say come on. Okay, anywho, wouldn't work. But it's okay. Selena STDs, I actually want to save the rainforest, but deforestation is definitely on the agenda here today. I love you.
These look like mouse traps. I thought these were.
Wow.
In mouse traps.
They definitely look like mouse traps.
I thought it was like some play school bacon for like a cooking set for kids, but that's fine.
Play school bacon.
Oh, Selena.
God bless
They look
you.
like McDonald's gift cards that you would get on holidays.
It's just so bad. So bad.
I mean, Michelle could have said it no better. Like, I love her, but I wish I loved her drag.
It's just the intention was right. Like I think that she had a really good idea, but you
I
know,
like
you
the
can't help
message. The
it.
message
You
was
can't help but
great.
compare it to the original Moneyball, where it's like those girls created what they created in that amount of time, and like Manila's outfit was a fucking outfit.
It's a tree in a dying forest.
They also got more time to
They
complete
did.
their Moneyball look.
They did.
So it was ambitious to do a season 3 Moneyball look for this particular.
But this was brought from
season.
home. What you mean time?
Right.
Oh, you're right. This is the way they brought
yeah.
in to make this.
But,
You're right.
But you really like see how it looks like it's something that just happened today. No shade, sister. That's the tree.
You've been trying to do that on.
That's the tree. Like, okay, and I love her. I do, but I wouldn't pick this Pokemon. Not y'all saying that's Executor, girl.
Right, it does give Executor realness.
But
It's a shame. She has, the details of her face on the money and
the EBT, the keeping it basically real in reference for how no shame and how things go down, which I agree with. But I just wish the execution was a lot. Don't say a little. That's a lie. A lot better,
Especially because you had time.
Yeah. Because I mean, if we gonna bark it up. Because right now there's some cicadas on that tree.
Would it have looked better if she just had like twice as much money on there and made it really
No.
cool? No.
I think had she kept the top cinched in the middle and then made the bottom like a full EBT dress, so she had some shape, I probably wouldn't hate it.
I would say the green money should be an actual headpiece or a fascinator moment that's very big and extravaganza like that, and then have the EBT cards hanging off of it. So that way it gives almost like a little shade number that's going through, and then have the dress fitted to be the tree itself if we're going to just go there. That's just my thinking. But
even the EBT, it was just like an afterthought to me. Like, oh, I'm still hood. I'm trying to.
I mean, because those are technically food stamps cards that are the bark, and then she has the EBT up here, and then those are how food stamps were, where you actually had the little papers that did it, are the tree leaves or whatever. Now you just have cards or whatnot. But
well, I don't know what to say.
It gives Janine made it.
I was excited for Moneyball because I didn't get to say earlier, but Moneyball would be my pick.
Oh, that would be your pick? I'd be here for that. But like, would you do Monopoly money, or would you do like actual? Let me do the green paper money that we have today.
I probably would have did coins.
Okay. Heavy. I mean, you tall enough, bitch. You want to drag I can see Chris now. It's just 40 pounds of coins that I have put on this dress.
Like Gertie's dress? Gertie's dress on the reunion.
Oh, Gertie's dress looks amazing.
But with coins.
Okay. I can see that. Yeah. She's tall.
There's somebody up there named Gertie.
Gertie can be a vibe sometimes. It's really Kiki. Kiki's the girl, even though she peed on the beach and that was weird. All right, so continuing on with this. I love you, Selena. I just hate that this isn't going your way right now.
Yeah.
And for my eyes too.
Like, was this Midsommar?
Hey, Chris, didn't you go to the Wendy Williams show?
I did.
Look at her. Look at Wendy's. Look at
that is definitely Wendy Williams' body.
Down, right? Like, here we're to meet it. I can't. Looking like she got left out of her Wells Fargo account. It's Lucy LaDuca here. What do y'all think of this Midsummer look that she did with doggy poop bags for the bag ball? With doggy poop bags for the bag ball. Gigi Good would like to talk to you.
Should have been in the bottom 2. Is my opinion. She should have been in the bottom 2.
Well, it would have been like rigor mortis because Spice got saved in the last episode and this episode. It would have been.
But I mean, look, she's just terrible. Like, put her. Child.
But so is Spice.
Jamar is not having it.
Jamar, I'm gonna jump with Jamar with this one because Lucy brought 2 looks from home that were boots.
That's true.
And Spice had 2 good looks that she brought home that were actually cute.
Those are cute.
Like actually cute. Versus what they made. And then Lucy's look wasn't that good either that she made. I know Spice wasn't either. She had some twist ties to make a goddamn skirt. But like this is from home.
And it can't
Like,
even be Spice versus Lucy because Selena's looks, they were all
it
trash.
already was Spice versus Lucy. We could have that redo. It's not like Lucy was going to outbeat her in the energy department. We saw
That's a
what
good
that
point.
happened.
Well,
I'm just saying. And maybe, hey, I don't know. Listen, listen. Hey,
Rika just made a really good point.
Rika, Spice
Like,
could use her sister's
that
looks.
would have been good strategy.
They the
She'd be
same
like, "Hey,
size.
I'm going home, huh?"
Give me all your shit. I mean, they use the same designer though, so it's just been a different color.
That's not a bad
Sugar
idea.
She probably left that stuff there. It was like, girl, use it.
Low key, that was Sugar's look that we were looking at.
Has Sugar been showing her looks on her Instagram?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
I think so. I'm not sure.
I want to see. Did she do the sugar ball?
Robin's look for the Drag Your Races or that one. I was like, oh, this is cute. I was here for the blue and orange. She gave me auburn tees. Let me find out she went there. But yeah, this top heavy young man over here is interesting.
The fucking nude pump. Oh my god.
It should be a color.
Hmm?
It should be one of the colors of
Should
the
be a
bag.
color.
It looks like she's about to see someone fall from a cliff. I really hated that movie.
What movie?
Midsummer.
You know what? I liked Midsummer and I hated Hereditary.
And I live for Hereditary.
I love Hereditary.
Like, it's one of the number one movies on
wanted to
HBO
walk
Max
out.
still. It was
I wanted to leave.
I hate them both.
It was Toni Collette for me at that dinner table wearing her son out.
That was some
So tired of him. Just tired. You sit there, you judge me, you make I'm like, Tony. There you go. Toni Collette did the thing. All right. Bye. You flung shit around. See, that's the thing for me. Like, I mean, it's not really poop, but it's like, okay, that was a part of the gimmick. Like,
Bottom two.
Lux Nor London. I already have it ready to go. Do you want me just to let it play so you can see it? There it is.
Okay. Because I'm like,
wow.
Where have we seen this before?
That's exactly what I thought of.
Mugler inspired, I believe, for sure. But again, I'm not mad at it, to be honest, because it's like that her look is out of all hair. You know what I'm saying? Versus Naomi's, but it immediately reminded me. I was like, oh shit, this is the look. And I was like, okay, Bob. But I like how Lux presented this on the runway. I know she felt very confident. It's going to be this pose for me.
There it is.
That's the one. When she's not bending all the way back into time. Yes. Because she'd be like, I'm going to keep going. I'm like, stop right there. Like, folding chair, not lay down. Like, we at the beach, we're lounging, girl, not sleeping. But yes, I did like this look on her.
Soft
two.
Let's get loud. No? Okay.
Listen.
Speaking of some loud, for the girls that know, Sasha Colby doing it for the girls that token. You know what? Let me go off camera just for this one right here, baby. Because I
love that she chose Georges as an unconventional material.
You mean Laganja? I'm just kidding. It's like both Laganja and Georges here have been redeemed high key because Laganja had a similar look like that. This one is giving that elevation. Then of course Georges rolled up in a Pope outfit with a giant blunt, and now she got the little doobie up there. And it was lit.
Dry like your vagina.
And it was lit. I like that Sasha showed a little camp, and I was like, "Oh, that's cute." I mean, it's glam camp, but cute. And she pushed up and she went. You saw her inhale and then go, "Ooh," and I was like, "Okay, presentation." She said, "Jax, that's how you do high." I'm just playing.
God, I forgot about the party, girl.
When Katya was like party.
I think this is one of the reasons why Sasha won, because she had like a little bit more of a range in her looks. Like she gave a little glam, a little camp, and then a little bit of high drag at the end. Yeah,
that's true.
I love that the tip of the weed is bedazzled.
Right?
And it's lit up.
bedazzled.
There's a light in there to make it seem as if it's actually lit without the smoke. It's brilliant. And the skirt has fucking what is supposed to be, Mary Jane in it in the bag. Like, it is actually clever. It's actually very clever thinking about it. It's like, oh, okay. You thought about this. And it's the bag ball. So dime bag. I haven't bought a dime bag in a long time, but hey.
I have never purchased a dime.
Yeah.
Oh, do you feel better?
I do.
No one cares. Okay, so listen. It's
Like, it looks
it's 7 G's and up here, baby, because we big dogs in this house. Woo, woo, woo. All right. Moving past Sasha Colby into Anitra's Sugar Ball. It's a rugrat chop for me.
Yeah, chop.
And I wanted it to be so good.
I did too.
I did too.
Only for Reggie, Jose, and the girls that know. But yeah,
Reggie.
Yeah.
I love the word Reggie.
Yeah, that bullshit. Because that, honey, Reggie. You ain't gonna get nothing out of that. That's might as well be taking the grass outside your house. Yeah. So nothing for this.
Nothing.
I think the wig.
Where's the outfit?
Maybe Detox would have been safe had she worn this on that season.
Blake gets a second one. No, you don't. That's valid. But listen, no, I can't. Listen, one titty is upstairs, and the other one is somewhere near the
Where are the clothes?
Where's the candy?
The clothes.
She got lollipops on the ears. She got a big old one on the side. She got gummy bears on the sash. She got taffy on her titties.
It's like she just glued shit on.
Ooh.
She did.
Bedazzled bodysuit. And we love you, Anitra. But
yes, Clash. Listen, we're gonna leave Anitra Clash alone here. We're gonna
not this. Get out of here.
we saw Dracula Titans do. We don't play any.
Four of us did.
Oh, I did love the Beyonce whip. I was here for a little tail, a little ramp. Now on to the last category, which is crystallized eleganza. First up is Mistress Isabel Brooks, but I want to give a shout out to 869 of you in the room. Thanks for tuning in and listening to us hateful, that slur, talk about our favorite show in the universe in our fully unbiased opinions from our detailed minds of knowing so much. You're welcome, and we love you. I'm kidding. Am I? Tune in. Thanks for being here. Drop a like. Please get in the comment section. Drop a little tip in our jars if you feel like it. Last category. Mistress Isabel Brooks. How do you feel?
Houston drag.
Thank you, Ryla.
Texas drag.
Thank you, Jamar. Because you know, bitch.
Every pageant I've ever been to.
When I tell you this is it, girl, evening gown. This is the evening gown category, and baby, she would have been right with the money. Sade would have been playing, or Anita Baker.
Is it a grand?
There you go. Come on, Julie, because it would be the deep cuts. They never do the popular song. They do the
Brooks cuts. Of Chanel Brooks.
Or it be Jezebel.
I love Jezebel.
I love it too, Blake. Oh, especially in the bath. I'd be like, yes, honey.
Oh, you be feeling alive.
Oh, she has a new album coming out soon, which means
really?
Yep.
Yeah.
She's gonna be going on tour again, apparently. So
What?
I will be getting tickets to Sade. I
gotta see Sade in my lifetime.
Because if you don't, this might be her last concert.
The last one ever.
Right? Because every
Is
time
she
she
like
comes out, it's
60?
She tours once a decade.
Hold on, let me look
She's
her
a
up.
woman who really does whatever she
Let's
wants.
all go together.
Like
That'd be fun.
we grew up with Sade, okay? Like
Grew up.
she's 64.
You couldn't tell.
Oh, Rue, now that's somebody you need to have on a show one of these damn days. You want to talk about an icon and a legend?
She still looks like she's in her 30s. Like,
Our Nigerian queen. Love our Sade. All right. Yeah, Mistress Isabel Brooks. I'm sorry, sister. Look, we started talking about pageants and got into the number. Beat.
that is a crease.
Beat.
That crease is everything.
I think why I like this, and I definitely see Alexis Davenport in this. Down. It's the fact that she didn't overdo it a lot with the dress. She wanted it just to be simple, because if you look at the fabric, it's kind of shiny, but again, it's hard with the lighting because the lighting works against them. But she trimmed the dress with the jewels. She made those things not gaudy, but sort of very like small intricacies, very delicate, very polished for me. I thought it was lovely. And the silhouette.
If they have a makeover challenge, I want to see her put that face on someone else.
I'm sure she'll have to.
Yeah.
Come on, the girl. I was like, the bottom had polished. Come on. I was here for it. I was very impressed with Mistress of the Boat.
I thought she was gonna win off this look.
I thought she was gonna talk that big shit too when she got that double win. Like, oh, you girls I knew you couldn't take me. But I'm here for it. Let's see here. Next up is Spice. Let's see what she made, guys. Let's do it. So when I made this outfit, I was thinking like disco balls, like Beyonce and Renaissance, because it speaks to me and my generation, because of house music being created by us queer people. She spoke to me. I'm kidding. What do we think of Spice's look?
Hated it.
I like the top.
I like this more than the purple.
She's dressed for the Renaissance tour.
The top is cute.
The nosebleed section, maybe.
Now, Blake, watch it, bitch. But listen.
Oh, that was a stray.
That was very much. It hit me on my birthday in the gut. I literally had to sit in line for those tickets. I wasn't able to go to 3 shows, you bitch. Anywho, I love Blake. It's okay. It's fine. I'm still going, and that's all that matters. And more than likely, I'll be walking all the way down there to get to the front anyway. So listen.
Period.
Oh, we moved on. Sorry. No, I like the top. I think the top is
I
cute.
like the top a lot, and that's it.
And the hair is cute. Her makeup is done. Navel up, she's giving. Downstairs, it's a little bit home goods. Lies. Did y'all care that she used the purse twice?
Yes, it's a ball.
Yes.
Okay.
I also realized that you really can't walk in these shoes. Like, she can't walk in heels at all, which is why she tries.
Who was it? Sasha that said that? Like, girl, you got a lower heel and you can't even walk in them.
It was.
Arts and Goodies, thank you for the super chat. Oh, come on, furry sister. Love you, Maddie. Always being fun and entertaining. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. We almost have 900 here. Y'all step in the room and love us or hate us. Marsha. Eleganza, girl. What happened?
Yeah. I mean,
it's pretty. Oh, Jinx, you owe me a soda. Or a game at Mario Party later. Since you want to do cart all the time now.
For Mario. I've done 3 videos today. I'm tired.
Okay. Well, let me know because I'm going to do Mario Party. Like, for real. Anywho. Dooley, since you're never available, listen.
I wasn't asked, but it also wasn't available.
Well, yeah, you're never available. That's why you're not asked.
See how that works? We think about the first before the latter.
I'm here to respond to invitations.
And we're here to decline. Okay, so listen.
Okay. So this is very.
Dooley, come back! Come back to me. Okay, sorry.
She really thought she was going to be in the top.
Jamar, what about this 84?
Very Daphne Bridgerton.
You're giving her
That's a lot.
Girl.
And she had the same silhouette last week, didn't she, in the orange look?
This is Kirsten Dunst and Marie Antoinette.
This was a glam orange look that she had.
The understudy.
Whoa. We're running. Whoa. Listen, I think it's pretty. I just wish this was for a different category. When I think of eleganza, I think of evening gown wear and like full on. And I know that the fans are like, Maddie, I love her, so she can do no wrong. Therefore, I don't see it the way that you see it, but would have done that for another girl, which is fine. No, it's not. However, it's still well done and well made. I'm not knocking that. It's a very well made look. Very well made look. Eleganza? No, this gives me after you were in the eleganza and now you're relaxing a little bit and you're about to eat cake and watch the people who work in the fields fight. So, yeah.
Well,
she's just a seamstress.
It's a miss.
And she's pretty. Can we admit that, please?
She's pretty. Sure, she's
Like
pretty.
this mug is good. It's
The
like
hair is coming out of her scalp.
feels like she drew her lip a little bit bigger. The eyebrow got a little bit heavier. I know Mistress is, whenever I meet you, sister, I already know you can be like, no, girl, let me tell you what you were talking about. But I thought she went a little bit more for, the gusto there. But I think it's still, hey, that foot's at 12 o'clock. Yeah, but this is after the eleganza. I don't think this is the eleganza for me. Malaysia, baby doll ×3, Fox is next. I wish there was a different fabric.
Carnation.
I mean, it looks great.
For a second dress?
But she is a pageant girl. She's like, y'all ain't gonna get much from me with these gowns.
Listen.
With a gown?
I want a different fabric so bad.
I want a different fabric, a different color, different accoutrement.
She needs a blue. I know they would have changed the backdrop as well, but I see her in a very rich blue color versus this
washed out pink.
Sequins, very washed out moment with the pink that it's kind of like, okay, it's two very light colors with her. She deserves bigger, better, and stronger. I don't like her in these soft moments like this. It doesn't give, which I think she gives. It's a nice made dress, but I wish the colors were different. That's where I'm at. Same Dooley, just we need a new fabric wall. Where is Tim Gunn at? Okay, make it work, designers. Who's next?
Ooh.
Oh God.
Porous titties.
Oh, you guys. Hey, I just want you to know, disclaimer, this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individuals, or wigs. All opinions expressed by Matty Rants and program participants are so their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be a poot. Please don't be a poot. All right, we'll continue.
I also do not think we are hard to please. When you've watched 15 seasons of Drag Race and you've seen 5, 6, 7, 8 great balls, then to get here and to see some of these looks, I don't think we're difficult to please. When you're eating caviar and the girls are serving up bologna sandwiches, you're gonna.
Well, Dooley, just so you are clear in knowing this, and so everyone else is very aware, for terms of service with YouTube, criticism is allowed. If it don't look good, we don't like it. If it looks good, we praise it. Whether it's hard or not for someone to understand, it's just opinions. If it's a little too tough and rough for you, you can stick around, but it's going to still be the same. We love these queens, and we actually will support them outside of the show. I hope the same for you and others. And I hope that's not too harsh for you. It is very annoying sometimes having someone tell me and others how to feel when I can go on Twitter and it gives that. So I would think differently about how we address people and how they're supposed to feel on their channels. Now, Selena S. Titties in this short little wet wig that I cannot stand at all. And I know she's an actress and that's what she likes to give. And I will love that for her. And I think that's incredible. Again, she tells stories with her looks. I wish they were better stories, though. And it's just a little puckered satin dress with a little bit of accoutrements on it. She served, but it didn't serve, if that makes any sense.
Look at this.
It's like unseasoned chicken.
It needs to be a little bit
LJB.
more like fitting.
Little Latin boy in drag.
You seem hard to please, LJB. Sadly, S. Titties look like a Latin boy in drag. Why are you crying? That was mean. But I understand where you're coming from, and thank you for the super chat. Crash, I hope it didn't burn. There goes Selena's princess. Are you playing tag? Are y'all playing tag? Thank you for the super chat. They're playing tag with Tu Wong Fu, y'all.
Where's Titties?
There's a barbecue at 12 Oaks tonight.
Come on, 12 Oaks Mall.
I like her, and I wish this was a different fabric again. It's one of those moments. if it was some different fabric, if it was different hair, I would feel differently about this outfit because I like the ideas that she had. And I think there's also work that was put into this dress. If we talk about all this detailing on it, like we can give it that, right? There's work in here. It's just,
yeah. Has she used like a nice jersey, something that would have had some stretch to it?
a black jersey. Well, no, this is supposed to be like a crystal something. So we would need like, I don't know. Yeah, we could have found something. We could have found something. Anywho, love you, STDs. Lucy LaDuca is next.
Okay, this reminded me of, she would be the third sister with Pearl and Trixie. Remember they had to do the
twin, the conjoined twin runway?
She looks like the third twin.
Perfection is a disease of a nation.
But she just got the hand-me-down clothes.
She is the hand-me-down.
I didn't mind this, but this feels like a different runway, like the same color.
Mama said you were pretty good. Why y'all saying this is Sherry Pie?
Oh,
girl, Sherry don't know that shape. Don't do that. 900 of you in the room. Thanks for being here. Hit that like button or dislike button because we're mean. And share and subscribe and comment if you like. It's the panel. Have a good time. I wish you went a little bit more with the makeup if she's gonna give runner-up teas. If you're really gonna go there, go there. That is a little off, and it is kind of short for the mermaid part of it. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's a little, it looks like it's doing this versus it being even. I don't know, but I see where she was going in this direction. I just wish it was executed a little bit differently, and it wasn't this pink.
Yeah.
Blake.
It's
not bad either. I wish there were different decisions that were made about the dress, but I like what she was thinking about. You know what I mean? Where the idea was like, oh, okay, if you're gonna do that, like give that. But I don't know. Not little pound cake before the loss. Same makeup. It's more flounder than mermaid. Looking like Karen from finance. We'd have to see the tattoos. Richard. Disclaimer. This program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended for Scarlett Adams. Listen, or to maligning religion, race, company, individual, or wigs. Y'all know the rest of it. I don't yield. Moving on. Tapatio. I thought this was pretty.
Oh, this is very nice.
I liked it. I mean, it was different for me, but I thought it was very delicate and, it's interesting. I don't know.
I would love to see her in the gown.
I agree. I think it doesn't scream eleganza to me. It's really nice, icy fairy princess, but it's,
Same critique from our show. It needed to be. It's giving extravaganza. Oh, I don't know about eleganza. Let's see here.
It's pretty though.
In the bag.
It's pretty.
JB, I have no idea what you're talking about. At all. I don't know why. What are you talking about, babe? You let me know though. I'd love to hear it. I don't know what you're trying to start because I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not going to skip over someone's point. But you need to be specific. Because I have a lot of comments that come in and I'm trying to read everything. Cool. Sasha Colby is next. I thought this was pretty.
But
I'm thinking about a full, consistent, I don't know. It's kind of like a top piece and then a skirt versus like a full number. But she's beautiful.
I didn't like
she has the body.
Say that, Chris.
No, I just didn't like it. Like you could tell she just wrapped it around her waist. I mean, the body is bodying, but Mistress should have won.
I disagree.
I like this look. It reminds me of the unaired prehistoric runway that we saw across season 10. Where people repurpose. It kind of reminds me of elements of that.
It's a reach for me. Eleganza. I don't know.
I agree. It's not Eleganza. I applaud her though for being at home, like creating something and saying, like, what can I make that's quick and that's gonna still look good? Because it's
Right.
band on it, it's got some stuff, but like it's just not enough.
It's still beautiful. I mean, also we have to think about, again, Sasha her presentation is key in a lot of things that look so good on her, where if anybody else walked in it, it'd be like, well, what is that? She knows her body, she knows how to sell, all that kind of stuff.
Just like Zendaya's dress from last night. I thought that dress was hideous, but she was like working the fuck.
Green and black number.
Oh, yeah. LJB, they were talking about you. Honey, I was being sarcastic. Oh my God. JB, you took me too seriously, girl. That's why I was saying that, because some other people had made statements like, I was like, oh, LJ, it's too much. It was a joke. Have mercy, Jesus. Do we have any more opinions on this before my patience is expiring here today? Oh. No, she's got tan legs. We love it. Go ahead, Sasha. You look good, baby. But I was thinking of a big moment, but I still think you're everything. Oh, that was everything. Anitra had the best dress.
I like this a lot.
The best.
That's it. That's it.
That's honestly of the season so far.
Oh, and she made that motherfucker. Like, what? Like, oh my God, it's so fucking good.
A double tier trumpet.
Period. And then she lined the back with the vertebrae of the crystal just right. Get out of here. Get out of here.
I'm surprised she had the time to do all that.
She said,
like, sometimes like one look can just win the entire thing. And I'm just surprised that, neither Anitra or Mistress won.
Anitra for the first two outfits. Yeah, the first, we really saw the sugar ball, Chris. We all chopped it for accordance here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But this one,
we call her She Go with the first look.
If we were just grading this on one thing, yes.
On the
if that's the last one, absolutely. As a full package, personally, I thought Mistress did something that was like, okay, the first one, yes. The second one, yes. The third one, yes. It was a consistent, good, package.
Georges and Gottmik won those design challenges. I'm just like, it's whatever they want it to be.
Yeah. Because they had no business winning those.
I still can't believe Georges won with a cookie cutter on their titty.
I could not believe. I don't know. Anyway,
it's okay. I mean, she walked. I was like, as usual, like I said in my reviews, and people were mad at me. You keep giving her like coots for walk. I'm like, well, girl, it sells, but it's a boot. But she is walking, and Anitra be giving too. Serve. Oh, this mug. I love it.
Yeah, I didn't get the bitch face.
It's when she stands there, like when she's getting critiqued.
She has very serious face. Like she's performs when she's walking, but whenever they do talk to her, it looks like she's about to be in trouble or about to fight the system. Very indie movie. The safe queens are Luxnor London, Malaysia, Baby Doll, Fox, and Marsha, with our top three being Sasha Colby, Bell Books, and Anitra, and the bottom three being Selena, STD, Spice, and Lucy Duduka. Do you agree with the tops and the bottoms?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's the bottom two where everyone's like,
yeah.
Selena, STDs, and Spice, and Lucy LaDuca. After Sasha wins her second win, she's the first one with 2. Lucy is safe. Do you agree?
Hell no.
So who would you have had Lucy go up against?
I would have put Selena and Lucy there.
I don't want to say Selena's name. That's hard. Oh,
I can't defend most of Selena's stuff. I'm like,
but Selena has to be down there regardless.
Y'all know.
I would make it a three-way. If you can put 12 girls on the stage, you can put 3.
I'd have made it all. Send Lucy and Spice home.
I could see that too. Yeah, they should have did that.
I mean, Selena would outperform the both of them, but
Because we literally saw that lady do a whole story for her lip sync. I was like, oh, she knows the song. I was like, this is a production that I'm watching here. Meanwhile, Spice's disco ball was her baby, and she killed the baby and then resurrected it. If y'all caught that. That's What I Want by Lil Nas X is the song.
Terrible song selection.
Not for a lip sync though.
Oh man,
Terrible song selection.
it's a song I hear in the store, and that's where I normally want to hear it when I'm getting my groceries, and I get to sing it to myself and pretend like I don't have it on my playlist because there are better Lil Nas X songs out there. But this is what they chose, and we had someone trying. And then we had another person kind of doing the do for me. Nine Tail Phoenix, thank you for the super chat. In the words of Gary from the Chop Block, shout out to Gary, they had two non-black queens lip syncing an Afro black boy with the gold teeth and the dark skin looking at me like he know me during Black History Month. That's wild.
RuPaul don't celebrate.
Like, listen, I'm like, you heard her put on her voice for us earlier in the episode. Don't you know now, Nine Tail, you know. People that's how girls have money. Listen, Todrick, Zero the Kitty, thank you for the super chat. As much as I love Anitra's last look, Lux should have took her spot in the top. Jamar, whoa, you moved too fast. You moved too fast. That face moved too quick.
Excuse me?
Bitch thought that was insidious. Okay, listen, RBJ, thank you for the super chat. Spice really does bring the least out of her lip syncers. That's kind of a really funny statement. Brings the least out of her lip syncers.
That's true, actually.
No, you said they're gonna have to give Tuesday night because when they go against her, they don't need to pull a Saturday number.
No,
that
we're
is
gonna stay groceries in the house, baby. We're just here.
She said we're not gonna do brunch. No, don't worry about that. We're gonna do a whole nother thing. RuPaul was staring at Spice like she owed her money. Okay, or like Spice owed her money. There we go. Like honestly, because she was just not happy with what she was seeing. Meanwhile, Selena is trying to interpret the song as best possible, like not even really dancing, but more so like tell a story lyrically a little bit.
RuPaul, I still can't believe this was the song. I'm flabbergasted.
It was such a good episode to me.
Yeah.
Someone to love me. And
there are about 5 or 6 other Lil Nas X songs that would have gave better than what this was.
Well, I mean, but think of who was in the bottom two. We still would have been having to have what Gary said from the Chop Block. I did see how when they did the dark skin moment, they only shifted to Selena. And then at the end of it, you could see Spice doing the words. And I was like, Lord. Well, Vicky is eating this up right now. Listen. Spice threw her disco ball, picks it up, then slams it down like Megan Fox did to all of Machine Gun Kelly's blood that she had around her neck after they broke up. And RuPaul was moved. I know she was tired. Welcome back, JB. There should have been a different song for the 200th episode. Yes, and it should have been something that would have actually been
Crystal.
Something to do with Crystal. Something to do could have been Crystal Waters. Another song from her. She also has more than one song. Not Gypsy Woman, because I would have been mad if we gave Spice Gypsy Woman. We would have fought.
Someone said Rihanna's Diamonds in the chat earlier.
Like Diamonds in that song?
Yeah.
It should have been old school RuPaul just to take it back to what it used to be.
It's your 200th episode of your show.
Celebrate you.
I have a question for the old school Drag Race.
No, you don't.
When did they start using men, like men's songs?
Season 8.
Season 9?
8. Bob and Derek.
Yes, Sylvester.
Oh, so
correct.
Well, Sylvester was one of the girls. I don't consider
Derek was Bob. You make me feel, and it was Sylvester, and that was a very. But Sylvester was also family, so it made sense to use him.
I would have said James Brown season 9.
That was right after that. Yeah, that was.
I guess technically you would have been incorrect, right?
Okay, Blake, there you go. All right, Blake. That's why he's awarded and celebrated in his field. So you are correct. Then I guess Dooley would be right then. Luther that was way later, baby. Way later.
Yeah, that was last year.
Yeah, kind of just there was a Eureka and a Jada Essence Hall moment that happened. If yeah, that was a thing too. That was a Little Richard, the closeted one.
Yeah, we had Little Richard. We had "Leaving in America" by James Brown.
Coyote Stark.
Prince.
Look at is that it looks like either a wolf or a husky. Either way, it's a cutie patootie. It looked like Coda Jabbar. Michael Ealy them and drop them both. That is really.
I wanted to walk out that movie so bad. I wanted to leave so bad.
If you've seen For Colored Girls, you know the full story. What's your top 3 for the season? Thank you, Daryl Soros Rex.
Rack Shack, Meshach, and Abednego. Rack Shack, Meshach, and Abednego.
Dear.
It's Mistress, Sasha, and Anitra.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Lux. I guess she not.
No, Lux is up there. I just want to see something else happen because she had like a good moment, a couple episodes ago, and lately it's been kind of like, okay, when are we gonna see her come up again? And it's like, okay, now that we have enough people here, we can have that moment.
Oh yeah, I guess it's gonna be like a top 4 anyway, most likely.
Well, if it's top 4, then I'm putting Lux in there.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, based on how I feel from what this, the way this is going. Yeah. Let me see here. By Miss Force, thank you for the super chat. Rube was like, I should have sent both of you home for Sugar and Spice. Now wait a minute.
She should have.
LJB should have been Supermodel, as this was the first song used. She could have done the remix that was done for season 10's promo that we all lived and breathed for. That was not used for a Runway song.
Is that the one with Skeleton? What that man name is?
Skeletal Key.
Whatever the man name is. Yeah. Whatever the man name is. Yeah.
It was Skeletal Tie.
It was something like that. I remember it was something.
I love Jamar. My friend is silly. Okay.
She probably didn't want to give Lucia no money though, so she was like, you know what?
I mean,
Jamar, we were walking to a restaurant. And Jeff was like, and out pops Jamar. Because you know how you always surprise me when you come in town.
Oh, yeah.
Dirty bitch.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, y'all want to see some funny shit? Let's look at Spice mock voguing and Aja not tweet about it. Let's see here. Oh. Okay. So here's the thing, Spice, when you have hip pads, this makes more sense. You could actually hurt yourself. You know what disclaimer you signed? I mean, they would have taken care of you, but I'm just saying, like, whew. It was a little bit of a fall for the rest of this episode when the lip sync started, because it was just like, oh, not this song and not this. Selena, you won because you actually cared.
Yeah,
y'all keep typing MIB in the chat, and I keep thinking Men in Black. Y'all are talking about Mistress, and it's bothering me.
Me too. Me too, Dooley. It took me a second. I was like,
Men in Black.
Why are they talking about Will Smith? Like, what is going on here? Tommy Jones? I'm like, oh, Mistress Isabel Brooks. Got it, because we're intelligent and we know. Whew. Oh, the bunny hop.
I just don't know why she thinks that's cute. I would really like to hear, like, what has led you to do this?
T Young, the satin dress is just, ain't it something? Ain't it like seeing somebody's room and that like the whole cover for their bed is all fucked up? Like they washed it, but they knew they were supposed to do something with pressing it because it'd be wrinkly and shit. It's not supposed to be washed with those colors. I can't.
I'm waiting for a good lip sync battle.
We ain't gonna have
not that you didn't have one with Anitra and Sasha.
Well, yeah, that, but they would have never been the bottom.
You mean when the stakes are like this kind of, okay, you all have been in really bad situations. Let's do it. She started doing every dance she knew from TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like she about to do like
The Charleston.
yeah.
She was doing this.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it was time for her to go.
Listen, she had a good time, and I'm glad she did. It was fun at summer camp, wasn't it, Spice? It was really cool.
It's crazy, like the social media, like of the whole cast, like Sugar and Spice, like they both had 500,000, and now, I think Sasha has the most with 233,000. That's it.
Yeah.
It's kind of shocking.
Sasha Colby of all. See, people don't get it for those of us who've been out in the streets. It's just like, if you're going to talk about somebody who should be mega global, like, that lady. Listen, Selena STDs her ass back to the back of the stage, and Spice did leave with a really well exit line. I may not know how to lip sync, but I certainly know how to try.
I mean, just staple it in, brand it, and keep it,
Because after this, I'd go nuts deep with anything that y'all do as far as this doll shit and all of that. Honey, there are clearly people willing to go to jail over y'all and destroy people's lives over y'all. I know y'all have come out and said things about it because you've had to protect your sisters, but like on a real note, on a big one, Spice and Sugar, like y'all have people willing to actually lose it for you. You might as well be Justin Bieber and spit on them from the hotel room, and they will be just fine with it. Either way, I'm going to be honest and say I will miss Spice a little bit in the workroom just for certain moments of silliness and, asking questions to the older cats and, that kind of bit. But I'm not going to miss this. I promise you. Because I was getting tired. But no, they're set. So for everyone, like, they should have won. Honey, they're set. They've already won. They're winning currently. Bitch, let me get that kind of feedback on TikTok. Shit.
They don't even need to compete anymore. They just need to be on other reality shows.
Chris, because if they were on the Surreal Life or something like that.
Yeah, like something like that, but they don't need to compete on Drag Race anymore. I don't want to see them for All Stars. What's the point?
You can bet they're going to be there. You can bet your ass they're going to be there.
Wouldn't it be interesting only one of them was casted? All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We were going to talk about this little pillow pal named Miss Lee, who had said some really fuck ass shit online about people with HIV and causing the conversation of stigma to really be in the air. And it was a very, very toxic situation. We also saw how Lucy and Malaysia over here kind of were going in. Malaysia got her together. I was here for it. I was here for it. Well, now that you corrected me, I'm just going to tell you how I feel. It was ugly. Mistress just laughing. I'm like, okay, girl. Yeah. Let me wrap this up because we've been talking about Drag Race for a minute. I'm trying to close this out. We've been here for a while. It was a fun Untucked. Check it out again, y'all. Check my review. I had a blast with it. Sorry, Space Route. Some faux OnlyFans girl got on Twitter the other day and decided to have a conversation about people with HIV and how he wouldn't date them because he doesn't want to be dirty. And he used those words specifically. When people started to call him out for that, he doubled down and made it about Black men and people of color in general having HIV. And that's why he doesn't want to be with them anyways, because he said he would literally date white men because of that.
As if white men do not also get HIV.
Yes, girl, you've made it to the panel. Hi, hello. You and your $5 OnlyFans account while you sitting there. Anyways, girl. She then proceeded to tell people that glad you probably have that are positive, and so you're gonna die soon. And he was saying some really junky shit all over social media and very much doubling down on their statements. The conversation around HIV and the stigma has started to populate again on social media, especially in Black queer spaces, because he did also bring people to the platform that said, well, what's wrong with having that sort of feel? It's a lot to take in. So I'm bringing it up today just because there are people on this panel who actually have a lot of knowledge and history in reference to prevention and care of one's body, but also because it it reached my social media. It reached Diggy's, Dooley's. It was as if I don't even follow this person. And all I kept seeing were responses, replies, and this, that, and the other. I'm like, what is going on here? Black gay Twitter was in shambles.
Yeah, I just thought it was like outrage baiting, like Christian Walker shit.
He is a more filled in jelly donut of Christian Walker.
They might be
They're the same girl.
The same two pieces of the pie.
It's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
A helium tank punk sitting there trying to tell us about what he don't want. Anywho.
Taking dick on camera real. I mean,
$4 or $5. And giving you the best Bellamy performance that he can give, because baby, it's nothing more.
Watch her up the price because of this conversation. Listen, I would too, girl, because it's for free, low key for the rest of the girls on them other chat sites that you know about. Anywho, y'all don't be these people with your social media accounts and say some fuck ass shit. Don't be on that kind of level. Also, I suggest you educate yourself on HIV before you have a conversation about what you feel and your preferences to send to other. You'd be shocked to find out a lot of stuff once you actually do your research, because you may be sitting there very ignorant in a situation and now you look the fool. Imagine coming to a conversation with no knowledge, asking to be the head speaker.
Happens all the time.
Okay, so like I'm getting tired of every punk getting on their platform and talking about racial ambiguity when you look nothing of the sorts, girl. You dyed your hair blonde. You don't. I'm that girl.
I saw that too.
Like Chris, me and every bit of my fluorescent beige just sitting over here like, you want to talk about racial ambiguity, bitch? Honey, I got people mistaking me every 5 fucking seconds. Okay, I can step outside. I got a whole other thing happening to me. I'm from everywhere but America. Okay, so please, y'all, don't open your mouth and say "ah" every time. I promise to God, it's not always gonna be relevant or important. And if you have hate in your heart and you know it's on that bullshit, don't bring that to social media. Take that to your therapist. You got
and the fact that people were pulling the receipts, pulling his receipts, but then pulling the actual like research and trying to have like a conversation, and it was just brick wall, and it was just like, girl.
He was blocking people left and right, and it was like, but it shows you saying these things and doing this here. This reminds me of the same YouTuber named Foodie Booty right now, who literally got clocked for not taking care of her animals and ABU finishing the rest of this. And she ended up having her most mortal enemy on YouTube getting the cat from her when she was trying to euthanize the cat. I kid you not. Then took it to the vet and found out the cat basically hasn't been taken care of for over years. And now it's all this public outrage. And she's trying to take me out. Y'all mind your fucking business and sit in your houses, please. People are crazy. Everyone can't be a superstar because you have an opinion. I promise you. Whew. Anywho, let's wrap this up, kids. I'm done. I want to eat this pasta I got today. Chris and me are going to have Mario Party if he's not entertaining nobody today. You know, everybody likes a tree. You heard me, bitch. Okay, listen. You heard me. Okay. Jamar 84 me.
So
I don't know what it looks like. Dude.
All social media platforms at Jamar84. That's JAMAR84, with the exception of TikTok, which is Jamar840. The teaser for My Invitation Only comes out this Wednesday, so I'm excited to see that. And yeah, hit everything else on my link tree and support Black business.
Thank you, Jamar. I'm so excited for another IMDb update to your acting portfolio because she's so boring and she doesn't do anything but stare. Thanks, Jamar. Here comes the tall, shady one. Chris, what are your social medias for us, please?
Yeah. Twitter, CDiggy1. Instagram, CDiggy1. Housewives of Potomac, the reunion part 2 is tonight. I'm going to be reviewing that on my YouTube channel. It should be up tomorrow. And the patreon.com/CDiggy1.
Awesome Blossom. Thank you so much for our rude, mean, shady tree. We love him so dearly with his valued opinions. Dooley.
Word. You can find everything at linktree.com/Dewey__. Noted. And if any of these fine friends of mine made you laugh, made you smile, drop something in their tip jar because we all got bills.
We appreciate our favorite Pokemon, Dooley Saurus, for going ahead and giving us this here. The price is always right with you, Dooley. All right, everybody.
A lot of things.
Thanks for tuning in. That's the end of our show.
Wait.
Yeah.
What about Blake?
Who?
Question mark. All right, thanks for tuning in. No, if you want to find Blake, good luck. Okay, so listen.
You can find them on 7 Mile.
You can actually follow me on my other social media pages, and then you can actually find their way there. Huh? Oh, see how that works? Okay, cool. Monica, thank you once again for the super chat. Y'all were very generous today up in these super chats here, as well as with the Cash App donations. We appreciate it so very, 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 very much. I'm taking a break tomorrow, so you will not see me. You might catch me Tuesday. If not, Wednesday for sure for Baddies West in a conversation about Tommy Lee versus Natalie Nunn. I have seen the fight. I am embarrassed for that grandmother. Embarrassed. She came in drunk and got beat up by Natalie. Drunk. And it was a pay-per-view fight.
I thought it was staged.
You think it was staged?
So they both got paid. They both got paid.
I mean, all boxes get paid just for show. Shit. I don't know. Listen.
It's really embarrassing. You're not embarrassed.
Are you not embarrassed? I love that. Everybody's so creative. All right, last quote of the night. Y'all take care.
I love her.
I love her too. Oh, what is that? If it ain't, it's not going down easy. If it ain't cheesy. She's so funny. Anywho, take care, y'all. We'll see you later for the next panel. See you on the Reddit threads. Bye, everyone. There it is.
Listen.